Gabriel.
Hello.
Hello, Gabriel.
Can you hear me?
We
Yes.
can.
Wait, how do I get seen?
Your
Wait,
camera at the bottom, just
there we go. There we go.
yeah, if you click your box.
How are we doing?
Good.
Good.
How
How
are
are
you?
We're doing
you?
I'm
good.
doing pretty good. Today was a long, long day of recording. You are my last stop, but I'm happy to be here.
How
Oh,
exciting!
I love that. That's amazing.
How were the holidays for
Um,
you?
Busy. I feel like I didn't come up for air. What about y'all?
Yeah,
Busy. I
I
just
agree.
moved
It
into a
went
new
by
apartment.
so, it was just chaos.
Yeah.
I think it keeps disconnecting. Oh, I have to save it. I see. Got it.
Oh my
Hi,
God,
how are
you're so
Hey.
you?
handsome.
Hi.
You
I
look
love
so
it. We all dressed
good.
up. I love it.
Oh, you
We're
couldn't
waiting
see
for
me until
mom.
now?
No.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No, we got the surprise fresh to death. We're here for it.
So how are y'all able to use your microphones like on here?
It's a trick. So I went through four microphones before I found this one. I bought like a $150 one. I bought a $200 one. It's actually funny because this one's 30. And I hooked it up to my phone because I like going on TikTok on my phone. I like my camera on my phone better than my
Yeah,
laptop.
yeah.
And if I do my laptop, I have to have that camera attachment. It's just too much for me because I like to be near my bookcases. So I got the lightning adapter. I got the microphone, plugged the adapter to my phone. I have my phone on a ring light. My mic and my ring light are both mounted in my bookshelf. And then I have headphones that don't have a microphone so that all my voice only comes through here. But
Okay,
I could
thank
send you all
you.
the details via email.
Yeah.
Like it's easier
It's
than it sounds. It
intricate.
sounds crazy. Yeah, I went through hell, but I mean, other people have it easier. It's mostly because I want to go on TikTok on my phone, and I like the ring light around my phone. You know?
I just want to sync like my studio microphone up to these lives because I hate having anything less than like perfect audio quality.
Yeah,
Um,
I know. I heard you rented a whole studio in Hawaii to audition to do a perfect audition.
yeah, yeah, I did.
That's so good. I love that. That's amazing. You really do care. Like that's awesome.
I'm so nervous.
Daddy said so
Don't be. We're
too.
just waiting on one more person. Jazzy is gonna come on camera in a minute. And then we're waiting for. Isn't Carissa coming too? Right?
Carissa, do you want me to share it to her?
Yeah, I shared it to her, but if you want to reshare and see how that goes, while we're waiting for them, Gabriel, I am so excited to talk to you. I know we had to reschedule. We had everything going on. Like it's been really crazy. But we were so bummed to reschedule and we're really happy you're here. For those who don't know Gabriel, Gabriel is incredible. I mean, you've done Zayden, Fourth Wing, Lucian, Akatar. I mean, it's a long list, which I'm pretty sure you have a beautiful spiel for, but everybody, Gabriel is a person of many talents, actor, what was it? Because I when I looked you up, I was like, God, there's so much. Hold on, I want
Oh
to say it
goodness.
was actor, narrator, model. What am I missing, Alea?
Right. I was like singer, songwriter. I mean,
Singer,
it's all true, but I
songwriter.
wrote this like 6 years ago and I thought I was really doing something when I really thought I was about to be like, the next everything.
You really are the next everything. You do so much. Like I'm lucky if I can just get through the day, you know. But when I saw your whole list, I was like, man, that is goals. So, thank you for joining us. We're gonna introduce ourselves too, but if you want, you can give a spiel, let everybody get to know you a little better.
Yeah, well, thank you for having me. My name is Gabriel Michael Mustin. Michael is a lot of people know me as Gabriel Michael. That's my middle name. But my dad was like, "Why don't you use a Mustin?" I was like, "You're right, you're right." He was like, "You're from Detroit. That's a real name." I said, "Okay." Um, and yeah, I've been narrating for about 6 years since 2020. Not because of the pandemic. I actually got into it like December, 3 months before the pandemic.
hmm
Um, and it started with audiobooks and it's just gone into audiobooks and narration, video games, commercials and all that. But I started on stage when I was like 13. And I still act on stage. Not as much now that I moved from New York to LA, but I really want to get back to the city. Shakespeare in the Park is like my dream. That's what brought me to New York in the first place. And that's what I'm really wanting to do there. I love classical theater. And then, of course, film and TV. I really wanted to do film, but now TV is just like really where it's at. Get me on a nice 10 episode episodic, let me crush it, and I'd be happy. Throw in a little podcast here or there, I would like it. That'd be perfect life.
That is so cool. I love that. Well, I'm Kaya. I'm the co-president of the Moonlit Margins Sisterhood. So we are a book club, but we're more than a book club. We're sisters. We talk about everything. I mean, from the happy tears to life. In general, we're just there for each other outside and inside of books. So we're trying to be a community across the U.S. We're in 11 states right now, so we're getting there. We just welcomed our first Australian member. She lives in Australia, so we're testing it out of like if we were to get outside of the U.S. But yeah, that's it. I live in Washington State. It's always my dream to live here, so I love it here. But I'm born in Puerto Rico, from Florida. So when I listened to one of your interviews and you were talking about like Detroit back when it was like the real Detroit, I was like, yeah, that's how I feel about Florida. I feel like Florida's just unhinged now. Like I don't even want to claim it anymore. It's such a disgrace. But no, yeah, that's a little bit about me. So
I'm Alea. I am co-president as well. I don't have any exciting places I've lived. I live in Iowa. There's like nothing here. It's just corn.
I was
But
just there.
were you?
Yeah, I was there for a ball in October,
what?
November. Yeah, November like 21st. It was in
Oh,
Des
Leia.
Moines.
I literally am always like, nothing ever happens here. How
You
come I didn't
do?
even know?
She's like, we have corn.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, I was in Des Moines in November.
Oh my gosh.
That's
It
I'm
wild.
was
literally
cute. It was a quiet little
heartbroken.
town. I felt like I was the only one in the city. I kind of liked it.
Yeah, it's like that's how most of it is. It's very rural, but like that's why I'm always like, yeah, I'm probably never gonna meet anybody because like there's never signings here. There's like nothing ever goes on here.
Kaya was
And
here
then you're
too.
at a
Kaya
whole
Parade.
ball.
Oh my goodness! Okay, I'll send you some links and stuff so you can see what was going on. Iowa really showed out. It was really good.
Oh,
Oh
look
my,
at Iowa showing up. There was no
Alea
corn.
Georgia
Okay.
promo.
I'm gonna cry.
That's
Oh
wild.
It was
my
like the
gosh.
frosting, the frost and flame ball. I hope I'm not wrong. I hope that was right.
Rainbow.
Well,
Okay,
I'm
I'm gonna write
gonna
that down for next
same
year.
because that I need that in my life. That's
Yeah, because I think they're
crazy.
actually having something. I don't know if I'm signed up for it yet, but they are having another one in the spring. So check it out.
Okay. How
Apparently, I
was
just didn't
that,
dig
by the
enough.
way? How'd the ball go?
Oh, it was so much fun. It really was.
Really?
Like me and Kaya, our schedules don't always sync. There's a Kaya here, so I got to say
I
hi.
know,
Yeah.
it's so weird. I've
Yeah.
literally only met two Kayas my whole life, and when I heard that her name was Kaya too, I was like, I am in love. That's honestly one of the whole reasons I listened to the audio between her and Rob, and then I learned more about you too, and I was like, I cracked. I was like, okay, I'll listen to
Maybe
it.
the island influence because she's from her like she's Guyanese influences, and then you're
Oh,
Puerto Rico.
well, my dad is from the British Virgin Islands, and then my mom is Mexican,
Okay.
but my dad picked my name.
Okay. Yeah, that's a beautiful name.
Thank you.
And yeah, I feel like when me and Kaya step out, it's like a different level of like. I'm gonna give it all to her, star power. I mean, she's the one that gets me together. She's like, Gabriel, we're gonna go here. I got you matching Zayden blazer. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. And I'm just like,
It must be a Kaya thing.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. You the
That's
captain of the ship
100%.
too, Kaya?
I
One hundred
am.
percent. Yeah. Yeah,
I
well,
am.
she hosted an author and a couple other people that came with her in Washington, and she had like a whole itinerary, and I mean, she really showed out. So yeah, it must be in the name.
I can't wait to meet her. I actually messaged her too. It was like, hey, we try to be as intentional as we can of making sure that we talk to we really try to target women first just because we've learned that women in like the narrator space and the author space really have a hard time in a lot of spaces that, for
Right.
example, like when a book is narrated, they'll be like, oh, it's narrated by Teddy Hamilton, and they don't mention the female half the time,
Right.
and like we've spent so much time talking about this that we tried to offer all the women that we were so excited to talk to first, and probably I want to say like 3 wrote back. All the guys were like, yeah, we'll be there, we got you, sisterhood,
Oh,
we're here
I
for
love that.
it.
It's actually usually the girls are the ones who are usually really responsive. I know Kaya personally, she loves any type of like outreach to connect with fans, connect with podcasters. She's an Aries. She's doing 1,000 things. Honestly,
I
she's doing even
figured.
more than me. So
I
keep
figured.
trying her, and I'll let her know that I had
We
a great
will. We're
time
gonna
here.
keep trying. I just yeah, we just chalked it up. Like I was talking to who was I think it was Mia the other day, and she was like, you should really interview Kaya. She was like, would that be funny? Like Kaya was like, I tried to message her, but we'll definitely keep trying.
Yeah.
It's been really beautiful, and we love all of her work, and we're gonna continue to follow and support. But yeah, it's not for a lack of trying that she's not on our list, but we're booked out for the year, so we're excited. But yeah, Alexiana, I'm so sorry. I just butted
No,
in. Go
you're
ahead.
fine.
Sorry.
Girl, you know I love hearing you talk. But hi, Gabriel. It's very nice to meet you. It's such a pleasure. My name's Alexiana. I'm from Texas. Um, I'm one of the newer sisters. So this is my second interview. But I'm just super excited to be here. Like, I'm low key fangirling internally because I love you so much in Fourth Wing. And like, you did such a fantastic job. And I'm so grateful that you're spending time with us. So thanks for being
Oh,
here.
thank you. Texas is really nice. I was just there for the very first time back in September for a podcast that actually flew me out there, and it was so lovely. It was in Houston, so I'm coming back
Oh, I love
again.
Houston. I love Houston. We're there all the time. We're gonna be there in March because the World Baseball Classic is coming, and we just got tickets.
I
Oh,
love it.
congratulations.
Jazzy.
Hi, my name is Jasmine. Everybody calls me Jazzy. It is so nice to meet you. I came a part of Sisterhood like the second half of the year, right? Like around
Yeah.
August. And I just love it here. And I'm getting to know more and more audiobooks. So I'm very excited to hear about narrators and more audiobooks and to get to know you better. I was born in Massachusetts, but I grew up in Jersey. So I'm a complete Jersey girl. I'm out here in the Midwest now. I'm in Indiana. But that's about it. I love books and I love to read, and this is so exciting.
You like
And
Indiana?
anime.
And anime. Yes, I love anime.
My assistant's from Indiana, and so I'll let her know. We had some people in the house here on the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jazzy is literally the sweetest. Like we're keeping her forever. Never want to let her go. She
You got a
is
bright
like
smile, Jazzy.
Well, thank
I'm telling
you.
you, she will bring up your day with something so simple as her smiling. She'll, if anything happens, we throw something in the chat. Jazzy is always the first to be like, "Yes, girl. Okay, girl." Da-da-da. Like she is just our ultimate hype girl. She's just, I love her so much. She's so
Well,
sweet.
thank
And if you get her
you.
talking about anime, she'll really dive in.
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
God.
That's good. We're in good company.
I'm literally a nerd. I'm a nerd all the way around.
Girl, we
And we
love to
wouldn't
hear
have it
it.
any other way. Yep.
I'm guessing our river rat, you can't turn on your camera, huh? Because I think this is this your first
No.
time going live, huh?
Yes.
I didn't think about it until just now. Like when you logged on, I was like, I didn't test her camera before the live. I forgot to ask you if you've gone live before. Yeah, I think you had to go live 3 times before you could turn on your camera.
Oh, well, I'll just stay
It's
a
okay.
mystery for now then.
We still love you. It's okay. You can still do your intro.
I'm Carissa. I'm from Minnesota. It's an honor to meet you. This is my first interview, so I'm a little nervous, but very excited to be here. So, I'm one of the baby sisters. I just started, but everybody's been super nice and super welcoming, and I'm really excited to be a part of this.
Nice to meet you, Carissa. I've actually lived in Minnesota for about 5 years, and it was probably my favorite state I lived in. Besides the time in New York City specifically, Minnesota was gorgeous. I lived in the Maple Grove. I lived in the Twin Cities for the
Okay.
for a couple years, and then I was just there in a wedding back in Duluth for in June. Really beautiful.
Yeah, my
Gabriel, you
stepdaughter goes
travel
to school
so
in
much.
Duluth.
Okay, okay. Did she do any theater?
She actually did speech like all of high school, and then she did drama too. So she's like my little theater kid.
Okay, okay. Well, Riley Kubera, she's in the area. I don't know if they'll ever intersect, but she acts, she does all the theater, voiceover, everything, and she's living in Duluth.
Awesome. I'll have to let her know.
I love that it seems like you travel an awful lot, like everywhere
So
that people are
much.
like, hey, I
Yeah.
live here. You're like, oh yeah, I've been there.
You know,
Just came from there,
my
actually.
look, the job will take you to travel, but I also had a mom that just loved to move all the time. And so I think I moved 18 times before I was 18.
Oh wow.
No
Dang.
way.
Yeah.
Wow.
She settled down now. I mean, settled down for her is like, okay, she's been at this place for like 2 years. This is good.
Yeah.
I don't know
Nice.
if you saw on our show, Flo, but we wanted to give a shout out to your mom. We
Yeah.
heard such beautiful stories, how she's your number one fan and just all the things. So we adore her. We're here
Oh
for the
my
supportive
goodness.
moms,
We're
and
just
we
gonna.
just wanted to say she's amazing.
I wish I could like record this back and send it to her.
We'll send it to you. We
Oh,
Yeah.
can.
okay. Yeah, she was like, she's real like stoic and stuff, but I know she gets really excited because my oldest sister would be like, Mom was talking about you at work. I was like, Mom talks about us at work. And so I just, now all the kids are out of the house. And so now she's like, man, I'm bored. They need to come back.
Yeah.
Because she loves to hear about this kind of stuff.
I'm hoping
I
I
think that's
feel like
pretty
that.
natural. Yeah, like I think like while it's growing up, you're like, man, like these kids be taking it out of me, and then they're gone and they're like, well, now what am I gonna do?
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly
I'm
what it
hoping I
is.
feel that way. I feel like I'm really gonna enjoy it. But everybody keeps telling me that like after a little bit you miss them and you want them back at home. I don't know, y'all. I feel like I'm gonna be on the beach, some cabana boy fan me. I feel like I'm gonna be good. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't
That's
know.
right.
My oldest is going to be a senior in high school next year, and I think I'm going to cry.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to cry.
Well, yeah.
For sure. I think it probably comes in waves, right? Like when they first leave, you're probably sad, and then you're probably like, well, wait a minute, this is nice. Like I have my freedom back, and then a little bit later, you're probably like, oh, I miss them. It's probably just like
Hmm.
comes and goes.
Oh
Tara
yeah.
is one of the sisters, Gabriel. She just commented, I'll be right next to you guys. See, that's what I'm talking. That's why I love the sisterhood because regardless, like, no matter what's going on, that's how they are. Like, they really will be next to me.
Hmm.
This is so cool. I love it. Well, shout out to Gabriel's mom. Everybody,
Yes.
give mom a wave.
Oh,
We
she's
Yes,
love
so
you.
hello.
happy.
Listen, good moms out there, okay? Like that's very rare, so that's really awesome. But yeah, we're gonna jump into the questions. We tried to keep it to where we covered a little bit of everything, but if we kind of go with the flow too, so if there's anything else, do you mind if we get off track a little bit, or we
No, not
can
at all.
stay?
It's your show.
Okay, because Henry Kramer was like, "Nah, let's get crazy."
Yeah, it was all over the place. But, everybody's different, so it's nice to like kind of know like how what your style is because some people like to just kind of stick to the questions and
Yeah.
some people like to just go rogue the whole way. So
Yeah.
it's nice to kind of know what you're comfortable with.
I just want to say, like, those
Hmm.
going through the questions, they were so thoughtful. I mean, we haven't gotten into them yet, but everyone pay attention. This is how you conduct an interview. I'm just gonna say, I have never had questions this in depth, and that is incredible. I'm gonna actually send them to get back and send the questions to Kaya. This is like be like, this is what,
Yeah.
yeah. If you want to come and talk,
Thank you
we
so much.
Yeah, that would mean a lot. Thank you. It's every interview is different because like Henry's, we really catered it towards Tamlin because we wanted to get that like hate persona out of there. Like we wanted everyone to truly understand Tamlin
yeah,
from
yeah.
Akatar and see him the way that Henry did. And so we focused really heavily on Tamlin. But for you, you've done so much, Gabriel. I'm not gonna lie, you stumped us. And that doesn't happen. Like Joe Arden's interview, we had our questions like that. Like there's so many people that we were like, nothing. But yours, you've done so much. We didn't know where to start, where to dive in. So we did a little bit of everything. And that's why I'm like, if the conversation flows, are you cool if we go with it? Like, how does that work for you?
Absolutely. Yeah,
Okay.
I like that.
Cool. All right. Go ahead,
Awesome.
Leah.
So, when you're doing your narration, you really don't narrate just purely a character that's just good or just bad. So I'm wondering when you're in the middle of a scene and you're trying to portray those emotions, how do you decide which one's going to lead that scene?
Mm. Okay, we're already off to the
I
races.
know. It's a good one. Honestly, I was gonna put the icebreakers first, but I like to have a little fun.
Yeah, it's actually perfect. I'm actually narrating a book right now where I narrated so much in dialogue wise. I narrated so much from the perspective of the villain. I mean, this is the dialogue, so I keep saying narration. I got so much of the villain before I got to my kind of MMC. And the descriptors I got of the villain, they were like, we want him yelling, mean, yelling all the time. I was like, okay, but now I have them both in scenes. And it's different. Usually, like if it's like a fourth ring situation, usually the MMC he has enough power to kind of put that other person in their place. Usually like the first guy who kind of disrespects the FMC, usually the MMC can take care of him.
Yeah.
That's not this dynamic here. So in which case, my guy's less powerful than the villain. And so he kind of has to endure a lot of disrespect that would kind of equal like an immediate villain's getting killed. And it's interesting because I thought about that just actually today. I was like, gosh, is Florence going to overpower Chad? That's literally his name, Chadwick. And I had to let it happen because not letting it happen, it was the lines of the villain of Florence. He was coming more superficial because I wasn't letting him take up the space he needed to because I was making space. It's like, no, if you want that MMC to prevail, you need to push against a force and you have to give a force for him to act off of. And when you're doing it by yourself, it's actually not, I find it not to be as difficult because I have a speedy brain. So when I kind of get to have a conversation with myself like that, I actually feel like some of my best work happens in those sessions when it's just me and the text.
That's super cool. I feel like I would struggle with that. I feel like that would be to kind of be that villain and then have to like cut it off and be something completely different. I feel like that would be such a challenge. But I mean, that's, why you're a master at your craft, because it's smooth for you. But also like you work with so many like full cast projects too. And your performance is a lot of kind of playing off of those voices, reacting to how, they're portraying their characters. So how does that affect the way that you personally connect with those characters?
Like not just being the director and just kind of filling
Yeah.
in my one piece out of the whole.
Mm-hmm.
The directors really help when it's those full cast productions. The more informed the director is, the better your job is going to be. Because I'm on so many titles, if it's a solo narration or a multicast that's not being directed, I read that sucker forwards and backwards. If I'm doing maybe 20 or 30, 40 lines of a character in a full cast book, I maybe just read his lines and the synopsis of that arc, or else I would not be able to finish anything.
Yeah.
But I think like it's experience. I wear multiple hats. I'm an actor in this space. I'm an actor. I'm an engineer as well. So I wear the actor hat when I'm acting, but because of my engineering background, I know what's going to cut through the mix. Even if my director's not telling me, I know, this is going to have music underneath it. This is going to have battles underneath it. I wanted to make this kind of tender. And yes, if the score was tailor-made to that choice, it would be great. But for safety, let me punch through it because I know it may get buried. That is something you get from experience. It's certainly not something that you should be like deliberating heavily when you're in the booth. But when you do solo records or records from home, because even though I'm directed with graphic, it's still from home. So I'm in charge of my settings. So while they're going to do their kind of magic afterwards, I still kind of have to make sure everything is kind of running full speed. And it's much easier when you start this job, being able to do it from the ground up. Some people kind of come in and they've just been able to kind of come into the studio, which is so exciting and really good. But if you really want to be able to have the freedom to do what you want, you got to know how to set up your space, set up your booth, and make those investments.
Yeah, that's nice to have that background is, kind of going into it, knowing those things that I've never listened to a graphic audio before. So like for me, it would be like a new experience. Like I know that Kaya's talked about, the little sounds and how much it really adds to the story. But it's kind of cool, like you said, for you that you kind of know as you're saying things, what's happening in the background and what kind of noises are going to be added to that. That makes it, helpful.
I love that. The engineers must love you. They're probably like, oh, we don't have to do too much to Gabriel's.
Yeah.
Oh, they know I'm like, if I even have, so I'm in a new space, and I can't wait to show, that's another thing, I can't wait to unveil my apartment in like 3 weeks when it's everything set up. So right now, everything's like under closed wraps, but when I got into the space, I was hearing this like little tiny clicks. No one would even hear these little clicks, but I would. And I contacted like every publisher I was working for. I was like, the files I sent today may have a little click at like 0.1.13 seconds, and they're like, we listened. You're totally good. I actually think I mentioned I probably emailed 3 different directors at Graphic about sound stuff. I just want it to be so good.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing because that's me. Alea would be like,
I
Kaya,
was
shut
just,
up.
I was gonna say, what's your sign, Gabriel?
Fucking click, Kaya.
You know what? I'm a Gemini, but
You're my sister sign. I'm a Sagittarius.
Okay, and my dad's a Virgo, and see, he raised me, and so he's got like, and I used to be bad at it. Like things would break, and I would just let it be broken for like months and months and months. Now, and then when he came to visit me in college, he was like, "You living like this?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "No, Gabriel. The moment the problem happens, fix it." And I was the worst. And then I'm the one out of my friend group where they're like, Gabriel's full cylinders. He just grew up overnight. But I wanted to be so good because I mean, like, you guys really should be hearing the graphic audio on a nice headphones, no like earbuds. Like they gotta be nice because I mean they're really going in there and really it's not this volume control in lines and like reverb. You know, sometimes things are automated to come out of one ear, then they come out of another to travel from one ear to the other. And you're going to get the effect when you really listen. And I know that type of work's going on. So when I try to create for y'all in the booth, I try to be so detailed. And y'all actually help me. All your reviews, even the bad ones, especially the bad ones, it really helps me kind of smooth over my choices.
I don't know how people would give you bad reviews. I swear.
Ever.
Like I re-listened to the graphic audios before Onyx came out, and like it never fails. I'm just like, oh my god, I love Zayden again. Like it's never boring. It's never like, oh, I've already heard his voice. Like it's so the way you do it, you pull it in so well, and it just makes you want to listen to it over and over again.
I try. I really do because you know I when I got cast as Zayden, the very first part one of graphics book one, I feel like I had not finished reading that book until we kind of got to the end of part 2 of book 1 because I got cast and it was like a couple days later we were in the booth.
Wow.
And so I kind of felt like as I was when I was like reading at night while also working on part 2 at the very thank goodness is at the very beginning of that process, I was like, okay, I've been giving Jack Barlow. Like so it's really good who the singing is. And people responded to the shifts, and that's really good because when you know that audiences are listening that closely. Also, you asked about my sign, and I said Gemini. You know what? I do have Prince's big 3, and he was very picky about music. Like every little anything that entered Prince's like workspace as an artist, he was picky about. So maybe I have some of that going for me.
Well, I like that you mentioned a Virgo because I'm a Virgo, so I love any Virgos I can find.
We got some love in the comments. So Mila said, I'm also way too particular about noises. I'm too picky. Catherine said, oh my god, no bad reviews. I looked both of y'all up during Fourth Wing immediately. Violet equals badass. Thanks for that, Kaya. I love that. I love that so much. Yeah, honestly, when I listen to you in Fourth Wing, your annoyance, I could feel it. Like literally, like you know how when someone annoys shit out of you, they make your skin crawl. That's how you made me feel. I was sitting right here, I had the headphones on, and I'm listening, and your level of annoyance, I was like, God, there's no way he likes this girl. At what point does he like her? Because his words are laced with fucking venom. Like, at what point is he gonna like this girl? And then when you get to the end, because Alexiana, was it you that was telling me at the end to listen to the chapter of it from Zayden's point of view of when he first met her and everything? Someone told me that.
I think so. I think I mentioned like
I think it was
to
you.
listen to it.
Yeah, because I was like, Rob told me, Kaya, listen to the graphic audio. Because for me, Gabriel, I'm gonna give you all the props, and please don't hate me, but I did not like Fourth Wing. I did not like it, and I'm gonna tell you why. Though I'm gonna tell you why. I wanted to support Rebecca Yarros because she's a military spouse. I'm a military spouse. Like there were so many things I loved about her before I even touched her books. But for me, I cannot stand when authors are over descriptive. I don't need 4 paragraphs of you walking down the stairwell
and your hand, your nail polish was flat, and all that. Like, I don't give a I don't care. And so for me, it was so over descriptive. I wanted to throw the book. I was so annoyed. So I finally got to the end, and I was like, thank fuck, this is too. I could not do it. Y'all are laughing, but I was
I'm
sorry.
so passionate about it. Like,
crashing the fuck out. So then I was on Rob's live, and Rob was like, listen, because I know everybody talks about Riddick, right? And I was like, I didn't connect to him that much in the book. Rob, I love you because you're you. Like, you're not Riddick to me, you're Rob. And Rob was like, hi, you ever listen to the graphic audio? I was like, no, I didn't like the, why would I listen to the graphic audio? I didn't like the book. He's like, listen to the graphic audio. Like, it's,
I think that was
they
the
had
live we
this-
were in there together.
Yeah,
And I
we
was
were
like,
in there.
listen
He's
to
like-
it. You have no idea what you're missing.
Yeah, Alexiana's like, you have to. What if people in the comments, Gabriel, were like, Daddy Zayden, Daddy Z, you gotta listen to it. That I was like, okay, I don't get the hype. I want to say by the end, it was 1 o'clock in the morning. I had just finished part 1. I had an hour and a half commute to Seattle. Guess who was fucking up listening to the second one? Me with you. And now I like
'Cause she's obsessed?
freaking group. Yeah, I'm obsessed now. Thank you.
I will say, like if people ever want to know, like, how often do like actors watch or listen to their work, because it was such a highly anticipated title, it was, I was nervous, I was nervous to listen. And I honestly, at first, now I love it, but at first I hated listening to that first part, my sections. And then part 2 came in, and I think they're one of their first kind of like sexy scenes. And that came together so well, and then that narration at the end, right after Liam's passing, I was just completely spellbound. I couldn't believe that, like, it was Kai I was hearing, it was me I was hearing, it was everyone was coming together. I don't know. I feel like there's something so special about the first book that I long for it to be recaptured. I think she's doing a really great job of mounting up for another big epic book for us, because the first one really just, for me, once you get to the end of it, it's just, you are ready for that next one. You are ready to jump into.
You're sold. You're hooked. You can't do anything else. And you captured is a very nice way of putting it, because when that lightning was going off and bookcases are breaking and backboards are breaking and everything's going around the room, I was sitting here looking around. I've been sitting here in the dark, okay, just a girl in the dark listening to this. I can't go to sleep. I told
Just
myself,
a girl in the dark.
one more chapter.
You know what
And
it
that
was
was
for me?
the chapter.
I was listening to it the other day, the bonus scenes, because the bonus scenes are now included into the part 1, or
Yes.
they're into like the first book, the first 2. And I was listening to, it's when the attack happens and Mira's like, you got to take her. And it's his POV now. And even though they're like scaling buildings and doing things, he's also like, but at the same time, I'm in love with her. And he was like, I'm so in love with her, I can't take it. And I was like, it was so sexy to me. I was like, you're obsessed.
Literally.
And I really I'm with it, like, I love when he is just obsessed with her. And he gets to narrate it. He gets to really chase that POV down. I was in my bed listening, and I was like, whoa, man, that was you.
I really
Listen,
hope she
you
does
did
more
it.
Zayden POVs. I really hope she does, because you captured it perfectly. Like, the way you're saying about, like, obsessed, like, yeah, you can feel he's obsessed with her.
That's so cool.
I have to
Listen,
restart my
that
narration a lot. Like,
problem.
narrating so many titles, you can't just like, you want to make everything perfect, but you cannot be redoing sentences and entire paragraphs. You just got to, unless you make a mistake, you just got to keep going with it. But I will say, even though it's never a whole lot for me to narrate compared to other books where I'm narrating 10, 20 hours, I still probably spend like 4 times the amount of time in the booth on it. One, because Rebecca Yarros' sentences are so long, but Zayden also is like a dude, and so he's supposed to be a little bit more stoic. So, maybe in Violet's POV, it's okay for her to talk and go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. But, for me, I'm like, Rebecca Yarros, I got to breathe in here somewhere. Like, I don't know if Zayden, I don't know if he would do this on it, And so I kind of wanted to build in my own like false stops. But I felt like I wanted to give props to her writing from that military kind of perspective while it's her spouse who's like in the service, because I feel like it comes across in Zayden and it comes across in the other male characters as well. just like that know-how. And I love it. I love when I get to like jump into the tactical side of Zayden.
I love that. That's just so incredible.
Am I
Yeah,
rambling
well,
too much? Like you can.
No, we like it.
We love it.
no, don't change. Listen, I think I had to unplug this because my phone was dying. But if it was not unplugged, I would tell you, do not change the fucking thing. Don't do it. It was so amazing. I cannot wait to finish. I've only listened to the first one. I didn't get to listen to the other ones yet because we have so much going on. We have like our book of the month and we work with Blue Nose and we have Alks and all these things. But I promise you, when I do, I'm shooting you a message. Like that was really amazing. You did the damn thing. Like if that was the only thing I ever heard from you, I would follow all of your work just off of that.
Oh my!
Like I followed your work because I followed your work because of other like Lucian and Zodiac Academy and all the things. But if that was the one thing I heard, that would be it for me. Like I feel like that performance was just 5 stars for sure.
Oh, y'all make me feel 10 feet tall. Thank you.
I'm gonna have to hop on the train, I guess.
Girl, get on this train and never get off, please.
Yeah.
Please.
Listen,
I have to hop
on the
on
train.
too, honestly.
we're gonna tell you you're welcome.
I love a good obsessed MMC. So
Same.
sounds like
You won't be
my
disappointed, guys. I promise.
Sorry, Jazzy, we got off track, babe. You're good. Go ahead. Fandom and theater roots. Dive in, babe.
It's all good. It's all good. I'm loving it. So I saw that you are a big fan of the Vampire Diaries. So aside from Bonnie, Catherine is one of my favorite characters as well. I just think that she was just very misunderstood. I think that she had a lot to just, the will to survive, and she just wanted to be loved. She's just a girl, honestly. So what about Catherine drew you in and made her relatable to you?
I feel like when I was like younger, I probably would have been like afraid to admit this, but no, it's a part of life. I think with all the moving around that I've done, I met a lot of people, and I feel like more often than not, when I was younger, there were Catherines around. Not people who were like homicidal, but in the fact that I think sometimes a pretty girl gets a bad rap. There's a lot that I feel like you never know what goes on in the mind of a person. And I had got a mother who's very radiant, very beautiful. And she also was she kept to herself. And I just know, I feel like in some of the neighborhoods we lived in, other mothers had judgments about her and they would never know her struggle. They would never know how hard she was like, fighting for things. And she's a survivor. I probably see a lot of these characters in my mother. And my mother's also very unapologetic because she knows what she sacrificed. And you cannot, until you even begin to understand half of that, you can't tell, you can't tell her anything, but at the same time, you can't take your eyes off her. She is so funny and electric. And so characters like that, I enjoy. And I thought, I like the way she's written. I thought Nina Dobrev did her best work when she was Catherine. So I don't know if you or listen to anything Nina Dobrev, but major shout out to you.
Yeah, I don't think
totally
any
agree.
of us are Elena girlies. I think we're all Catherine girlies.
We're all Catherine.
Yeah, pretty much.
Catherine.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But I'm also a Nesta girl too, so I kind of I like characters who kind of have more of a chip on their shoulder, and you gotta have to get to know them more.
Yeah, they had some life. They had some experience. If you ever go to my page, I have a series that I did of like stuff I want to see in 2026. I want to see stronger FMCs, women with bodies that show life. Like stop with the 18-year-old titty boppers that never did nothing. Like I don't want them. I don't want. Give me some stretch marks. Give me a little lontan. Give me a guy that's not over 6 feet for once. Can we look at these characters and make them a little more relatable and realistic? And also, I just did a video of FMCs everybody else wants, and it was Elena, and then I put the FMC I want, and it's the Catherine edit. Because I'm so sick of it. Like, Catherine was Trump. She had her baby ripped from her arm.
And my mother, my mother was adopted too. And so there was also like that connection too with those characters. I actually, what I want to? I want more strong familial bonds within books and movies. Growing up in having 2 older sisters who I love fiercely and a younger brother, and like our bond is just really strong. I always seem so kind of like skeezed out when I watch like movies with siblings, and like maybe a sibling will pass. Even in a horror movie, believe it or not, a sibling will like die, and I'm like, that's a familial bond. That's not just like a random Jane
This isn't a
Doe.
normal Tuesday.
You know, and I want to see more of those like connections. I feel like they're really good. And I think we're starting to see certain IPs come out that are really defining what it means to be heroic and stuff. And I really like that.
Yeah. I mean, there's authors that are doing it though, right? DJ Krimmer, she writes about people with every single one of her characters has her main characters. One of them always has a disability. Who was it? Kayla Grossi or Gross writes plus size women. You know, like there's a lot of, she has queer characters and plus size, which I'm here for both because your girl is both. But like, I need more. I'm so tired of this blanket. Where's the culture? Who was it? DJ Krimmer and Joe Arden that did Grimm. Everybody else was like, oh, it was so sad. I was like, you know what I love? That they based it in New Orleans. I love the culture that they brought in. I love the musical ties, that how music and food and all these things tie into this, and how it brought them together in so many ways, and the health problems. Like, we need more of that. So I agree, 1,000%. I agree.
And also to that credit, like I think I enjoyed Klaus as well. I feel like
I love Klaus.
Joseph Morgan, like I look up to Joseph Morgan so much. I feel like he defined a lot of. I found him maybe after my second year in college, when I felt like I was really on fire for acting, right? And I was just like, how does a person bring so much pain and sorrow to the forefront and have charisma at the same time? That whole scene with Caroline on the bed, that's when that actor had the entire room. That's when he had an entire show just off of that exchange. And I was like, again, major shout out to Joseph Morgan as well. Like, I love characters who bring pain to the surface. I've had a lot of it. And so I smile all the time for the cameras, but I try to bring it, behind the microphone for y'all.
It's like it's like he actually lived those thousands and thousands of years. Like you could see his tortured soul right through his eyes every time he would have a conversation with somebody. Yes. And I'm just like, bring it through. I love it. He was one of my main characters. I was so glad when they got a spinoff. I swear, it was so good.
So my experience of watching this was, I watched it when they were already on season 5. So I was just like, I had all the seasons to watch. And as Klaus was just like being so like bad but amazing at the same time, I was like, okay, they're gonna kill him. I can't take it. And every time that white oak steak was getting closer, and I wasn't spoiling anything. And then finally, I couldn't take it after he got staked for a second. I was like, I'm done. I was like, what happened to him? And they were like, spin off. I said, what? I said, no, you can't keep a good thing down. And it's a great thing to see as an actor because, like, I was that actor I am that actor in my career outside of the books, whether it was school or regional theater. I was that person who they would say, we were going to give you this role, but you did something and it changed our mind and we're making space for you. And but that's just like, that's the exception and not the rule. But when you are, especially when you're mixed and you're a person of other, you like, you get cast as the exception a lot. And so you're used to bringing that, but to see those moments happen, to see like that's the scene where that actor got that other game when he simply did what he needed to do, was show up and be invested, and the producer said, "You're getting a spinoff."
Yeah, we got you. I love he said, "Hold my beer."
Yeah, I actually like. He was the character that. So I started off like forcing my husband to watch it with me. I was like, no, you're going to sit down and we're going to watch this show because I need a buddy to watch this with. This was pre-Sisterhood, of course. Yeah. And by the end of it, he was like, I love this show. I love Klaus. I love Damon. Like those, he was so into, and so then like just recently I was like, we should rewatch Vampire Diaries, like thinking that he was going to put up a fight. He was like, I'm down. Let's do it. I was like, yay!
And that's huge coming from her husband. Like he has this very select few things he likes and he sticks to what he knows, you know?
Yeah.
So
he's like a burly mountain man. So I was really,
that's the best.
Yeah. I was not expecting him to like it at all. I thought like it was going to be pulling teeth, but he really enjoyed it. So
have any of y'all nerded out and gone and did the tour yet? The Vampire Diaries
tour?
Not
yet. I need to.
Is it in Covington?
I need to.
That's where they
shot
in
Covington.
Yeah. I was there when they shot.
No way.
Yeah, and I
No
think my older
way.
sister has been on. She's like been on extras on the shows. You know, 'cause she's an actress as well. Because they shot like right where
That's
she
so cool.
lived.
That's so
I'm
cool.
jealous.
The last time I went there, they
Same.
were doing that Magnolia show. What
Steel
is it?
Magnolias?
Hmm?
Steel
Still
Magnolias?
Magnolias?
No, it's is that what the show is called? I know there's a movie Still Magnolias. They're
But I
doing a
think there's a
show.
show also. I
The
There's a
think
one that
show
they're
as
like,
well.
pour it out, and it's always margaritas.
Oh, that's
I
not Steel
can't remember.
Magnolia.
Is it? I don't know. Probably, actually. Yeah. No, they are doing another show there. It's about this mom that like her husband cheats on her and they get divorced and she finds her a fine ex baseball player, professional baseball player, and they
okay.
fall in love and yeah, it's a whole thing. Girl gets her groove back for real, but no.
Somebody in
Yeah,
the comments said
whole
Sweet
thing.
Magnolias.
Yeah, Veronica said
Sweet
it's sweet
Magnolias.
Steel
magnolias.
Magnolia.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
What
Yeah.
did I
So the
say?
last time I was there, they were filming that, but I was there doing the Vampire tour, the Vampire Diaries tour. I used to live in Jacksonville, so I used to drive up there like once a
Oh,
month and
okay.
just, yeah.
I
So
would
it was
I would
pretty
go to
cool.
Jack's Beach all the time when I was in Savannah after school.
Oh, wow. Yeah. See, I stay far away from Jack's Beach. You can't have nothing nice, you know?
You
You
know,
can't have nothing
honestly, it was
nice.
actually a horrible day. Like I had a really good friend. I won't mention her name, but like she had I was a freshman. She was a sophomore. She had some really horrible things happen to her that summer, and she was dealing with it. And none of her friends who were her year like knew what she was going through. And then her family lived in Jacksonville, and so we drove there for just a little like 2-day vacation. And she was like, "I wanted to bring you here because I want to let you know I'm not coming back to school." And literally now it's like okay yeah not everyone continues on for college, but back then I literally thought it was the end of the world, like right there on the beach. I was like, what do you mean I'm coming back to college? She was like, I have to leave. I was like, you stay in my dorm. She's like, you live in the freshman dorms or a barricade, like I can't live there. I was like, but you don't have to go.
Gabriel. Oh my god!
I
Listen,
love this
we gotta
episode
happen
so
on
much.
Jack's Beach, okay? If you never go back to Jack's Beach, I'm kind of happy that she ruined Jack's Beach for you because Jack's Beach is the worst. Like
No, I'm glad she
you can't have no
did.
you can't have no fun there. 4th of July, pew pew. We can't say it because live will shut it down. But everything they've ever done on Jack's Beach is always ruined. It lasts about 5 seconds, and it's ruined. And then they never clean up after themselves. It's so filthy. So I'm a little bougie with my beaches. So we
No,
go
me
to the
too,
beach on
because
base.
I don't like tidy
Yeah.
either.
Yep. We go to the beach on base, and I stay far away from Jack's Beach. So you know what? Good riddance, Jack's Beach. Good riddance. Thank you for breaking my friend's heart there.
You're so funny.
Kai, you remind me and look like my friend Ash. She has an army spouse as well, and she lives on base. On base or compound, really her compound in
Yeah.
San Diego. And you sound just like her. It's just so funny. It's just like she's so sweet and fabulous, but she's just like whenever I come out into the public, I'm just like
Listen.
I'm going right back.
Listen,
For
take me
real.
home.
For real.
Okay, I just need chips and queso and to be home. That's all. I'm a simple girl. Okay,
You're just
I'm
a girl.
Just
Wine
a
and
girl, for
popcorn or
real.
margaritas and chips and queso. Yeah. No, I love that. That's really cool. Jazzy, again,
Okay.
I did it to you again. I love you.
No, it's okay. I love you guys. I'm all for it. All right, so as a fellow theater kid, the stage has taught me many lessons. The main two is to not care about what others think about you at all. You just go out there and be it. And when I mess up in life or wherever, I keep going. The show must go on. So I wanted to know what lessons has theater and the stage taught you that you still carry with you today?
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
Okay. I want to really think because I could talk forever as we
Do
can.
it. I'm here. I got all night. I got all night. I'm here for it.
It's Friday, baby.
Yeah. Friday night's book club night. I'm here for it. Jazzy, I love that though. Like your vulnerability in that, of, like how it taught you to not care
Yeah,
what other
you
people
have
think.
to.
That's a hell of a skill. That's a practiced, really honed skill.
Yes, it really takes a lot to get out there on stage and to be a totally different person and not care that you look silly, not care that people are going to laugh at you, not care that people's going to talk and be like, oh, she sucks. You know, you got to not care. And
Yeah.
I kept that. I kept that.
Oh, I'm getting a little teary eyed now.
Jazzy, I'm looking at you and my heart's like, I can't
told
believe
you
I'll start
she's
crying with you,
beautiful.
girl.
No, seriously, and like you mess up and you have to keep going. And it taught also with that it taught you a lot to be able to rely on the people that you work with and that you're close to in a class, because you look at them and you forget your line and they'll just be like, pick it right up and you're like,
They gotta
okay, there
catch
I
you when you
am.
fall.
Catch you
Yeah.
and catch it. Yes. Or like, I grew up in the hood, so like, we built our stages. So like, we have actors on stage while the freaking set's falling off, and you gotta like hold it up while you're back there while they're on the stage. Like, you just gotta be there for each other. Or like, you got a malfunction. Like, my wig came off like while I was on stage, and I like kind of had to like dive behind a set couch, and like my friends putting my wig back on while I'm saying my lines. It's like a lot of stuff
That's
that can go wrong,
beautiful.
but you have to really learn to like, if you mess up, just keep going. Pick it up where you left off. Keep going. Like, jump right back in. So I think those two lessons the most I took with me.
Oh, Jazzy.
I think I had 3 teachers when I was in high school. When I was so fortunate that this was a public school, and then we had 3 teachers who could do drama. It was Mr. Devers, who passed away my senior year at Devers.
I'm sorry.
He's a great man. And there's Debbie Walker. She's still with us. There's Debbie Walker, and then Coy Dunn, who was our big kind of competition teacher. All the competition plays and highly competitive. But this was a highly competitive school in general. And it wasn't for the faint of heart. This was not the program to where if you wanted to be a theater nerd, you could. It forced you to the front. It forced you to the front. You couldn't hide here, which was different because you think, okay, theater programs, especially all the ones that when I went to college, all the other kids were coming from programs. That's where it was. It was a space to where you could just chill. And Canasum Mountain Theater Program, that is not where you went if you wanted to chill. You went there to put your mind at work. And they taught us the power of putting our mind at work. They really believe that us 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old students could change the world. They made us feel like we could do that. And, we weren't even a school that did musicals. So it wasn't like we had the pageantry and the fanfare of a big musical. It was just good old-fashioned words. And I think we got to see that. There was a type of school that you got to learn and also see how you were learning. Therefore, you could send it down the line. The program could only continue if you sent it down the line. And you felt at 18, I think a lot of us in that program felt more than just like 18-year-old students going to college. We really felt like we were young people ready to take on the world. And I think when I went to college, that's when it got echoed back to me. It was grueling in high school, but then you go to a smaller pond maybe, and you got to see how it paid off and the power of words and how you always never know who's watching. And that is both a powerful, positive thing, but it's a tough thing to learn. With that program, it also was the type of program where, me coming from, my family was going through a lot of things during the recession during that time. And it showed in my certain personality that I had. But this was a very rich program with rich, well-to-do people. And this was a program that if you did something bad or mouthed off, you may just be kaput out of the program. And it was one of those things where they were like, Gabriel, we know how much you love this. And we know I may get emotional. We know it's a hard adjustment. But if you can just learn this discipline, it'll take you far. And it was so hard. And then 20 years went by and I had a career doing it. And I'm able to support my family at times and I'm able to travel. I owe a lot to all of that. And so, sorry, I get emotional because...
No,
it's okay.
That's awesome.
Something about us is that our faces leak very easily.
Okay.
We're right there with you.
Y'all did it to me.
I'm glad my camera's off.
Y'all are gonna laugh at me. I started keeping tissues by the
Someone said I got kicked out of theater. Girl, me too, first semester. It was bad.
I want to highlight...
really beautiful.
Yeah, I want to highlight what you said about like having, the teachers that really thought that you guys could change the world. I think that a lot of people don't understand, and I think that a lot of teachers don't get the credit for what they're doing. That like when they are able to like make kids feel like that, what a difference that does make in their lives. Like you said, 20, 30, 40 years down the line, that's still stuck with you. Like that's a huge thing. And I think that's really beautiful. And I think that they should, teachers should be appreciated and, given all the love more than they are, because that's a very powerful. Yeah,
Now
we
you're gonna
have
make me
a.
cry.
We have
it's
a
just
teacher right here.
it's a very powerful thing to be
Alexiana's a
able to
teacher.
shape, the people of the future. Like, that's so cool, and I just wanted to highlight that because I thought that was beautiful that you pinpointed that.
Hi, Kristen. Kristen says hi, Gabriel.
Hi, Kristen. How you doing?
We love her. Yeah, Kristen. I told Alexiana when I met her, and she told me she was a teacher. I was like, "Oh, so you're a saint? Got it." Like, I
No, I'm
lock
not.
me in a room with a bunch of tiny humans. Not gonna work.
Yeah.
It's
No.
not. It's not gonna. Listen, I will tell them
Girl.
they can do it all, and I'm running. Okay, tiny humans are mean. They're mean. Okay. And Alexiana, you do it every day. It's
Dude,
amazing.
girl. And y'all are saying that, and it was such a hard week. It was such a hard week
Yeah.
this
It
week because it was
was,
the
but you
first
know
week
what?
back
You
from
pushed through it.
vacation. And my principal's been kind of like all over the place with me, and it just, yeah. So thanks for saying that, guys, because she's been making it kind of hard.
Yeah. You just gotta hold on, babe, and you're good at what you do. And look at Gabriel. Like, there's kids that you are gonna touch their lives, and it's gonna stay with them. I remember a handful of teachers that touched my lives when I had
Yep.
social services come into the school because of my background and
Yeah.
my parents, like
Mm-hmm.
all the things that happened in my horrible childhood. There was those teachers that got me through it and bought me shoes when I didn't have shoes and got me lunch when I didn't have
Mm-hmm.
lunch money and all the things. And you're a teacher like that. So just know you are impacting those kids. You're impacting the Gabriels of the world that are gonna
Hmm.
just, we're hooked. We can't. We love
Yeah.
you. Like, we're hooked.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
One
Alexiana,
day
you are doing that.
somebody's gonna be interviewing somebody, and they're gonna say, "Oh, I had this teacher when I was younger. Her name was Alexiana, and she's, like, that's so cool. I think that's amazing. So I
That's gonna
appreciate,
be
Gabriel,
great.
that you said that.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, for sure. Carissa,
Okay.
the girl who's not crying with us. No, I'm kidding.
Cry
It's
me a
not your
I mean, I
fault.
river,
We
am. You
can't
Amanda.
just
see
can't
you.
see it.
Yeah, she's the lucky one that gets to do
Yeah.
it behind.
I'm
Yeah.
a Pisces too. It's super easy for me to cry.
See, that's in my. I have Pisces in my moon. That's what it is. And Gemini does not like to
Yes.
cry, so it's awful.
Yeah.
I live with 3 Geminis and I'm a Pisces. I'm fighting for my life over here.
Oh, God. Oh, I know they're just
I've
tossing you left, right, and center.
So on that note, any advice?
I'll tell you what, that sign, they really do love you. They're like, but they seem so crazy. You
Oh
really just gotta
yes.
like, but you know what? Like, they're like a Sour Patch Kid. Like, Gemini's a sign that will go crazy, and the next morning be like, hey, what's up? They're like, what do you mean, what's up? It's like, oh, yeah, you have to get over that, girl, because I'm not right now. Like,
That was so 5 minutes
just
ago.
Oh, it's
Y'all.
awful. Like, I mean, and it's my husband and 2 of my teenagers, and I'm like, how do I survive
oh,
this?
my God, you're outnumbered, Dad.
Oh my
Oh, my
god.
God.
I'm not gonna
Ooh.
be okay.
You will be.
Um,
We're fun. We're fun.
You say that.
Listen, can I just like bring it back to the Sour Patch comment real quick? Because my girl
It's
Tori's in
true.
the comments, and we always talk. And like, I'm being real professional right now, Gabriel. Okay, but like, all the girls have seen my unhinged side, and so
We love
Toya's
it.
like, "Girl, you're just a Sour Patch. It's that Gemini in you." And so like you saying that we're like Sour Patches was so funny.
Like, y'all,
It's
I'm not
accurate. It's an
normal.
accurate
Like,
statement.
It
I sound,
really is.
I feel like that's what I like about dating because like I get to dive in like I can never be too mean for dating. I feel like, you know what I mean? But there are times when I felt like, especially moving to the South, standing out so much, just like beyond just the color of my skin. It really was just the northern rearing versus the southern rearing. And the South did not like it. And it's interesting what we hear about, and we're on tangent, I don't want to talk about this. We're talking about like, the South is known for its hospitality, but
Yeah.
I didn't get that side when I was a kid. And I learned that, and this isn't just a Southern thing, but I learned that like adults didn't, I was around the adults, not my family, but like in the school system, that didn't always feel like they needed to be their best self in front of children because they were just children. So I actually saw a very barbaric side when we got there. And it wasn't until I got older, and then probably after I graduated high school, people started treating me like a young man and they were very polite. And that's when I saw all this and I was like, oh, okay, but this wasn't what it was like growing up here. And it's just a switch that happened. All of a sudden, the privilege kicked in when I turned 18. No, it really did. I went to school and they were like, so you're light skinned and biracial. I was like, is that a good thing? And they're like, yeah. I was like, what? I was like, that's not what I was hearing. And, time could change,
I'm from
And
You know
northern
what?
Minnesota.
It's messed up. It's messed up. I'm
It
sorry.
is.
As
No,
a
you're fine.
Southern woman, I'm sorry. I feel like it goes both ways. Like we moved up north, and I'm used to the Southern way. You walk in the room and you speak, right? I walked into the doctor's office like first week up north. Okay, I'm in Connecticut. I walked in, I was like, "Morning, y'all." They looked at me like, "Bitch, who are you talking to?" Like, why are you so happy? What are you on?
Kaya is totally the opposite for me. Like, cause I told you I'm from Jersey. I grew up there, and I lived in New York for a little bit. So like, nobody's like talks to you. Like nobody talks. So like, I come here and I was in Kentucky for a little bit, and everybody they wave at you when they drive by to you on the street. They like walking. They'll just be like, and I'm like, the fuck? And then they walk in, and I walk in, and the person on the porch is like, hi, and I'm like, hi, okay. You're just not used to
I
it.
cut someone off here, or someone cut me off when I first was visiting here. I was in a rental in LA, and I don't get road rage. I don't know why I feel so free on the road, so I'm chill. However, this is before living. That was before living in New York, where everyone's yelling at you. So now I got cut off. I was fine, but I was afraid that they were going to attack. So I was like, "Rah!" And she was like, "It's totally okay." And I was like, "You're right. You're good."
Making sure.
I was
Good.
like, if this was in Queens, it would have been like,
Exactly.
You know what's funny is when we moved here to Washington, I want to say we were driving around for like 2 weeks, and I was talking to my friends. They were like, "So, how do you like Washington?" I was like, "Yo, I haven't been flipped off not once on the road, not once. That was a whole flex. You hear me? Because Florida, oh, they'll shoot you to bird. 80-year-old woman. I never forget driving with my 9. My son was 9 at the time. He's 19 now, but he was 9 at the time, and we're driving. And this old lady, I guess I cut her off. I didn't mean to, and I turned to say sorry, and she flipped me the bird. And my son goes, he looks at me, he looks at her, he goes, and she looks so sweet. That's Florida, though. Florida doesn't care.
I need to be in one of those areas because I am the worst road rager. I can't. I don't know why. I get so angry, and Kyle will be on the phone with me, and we'll be talking and I'll just go. I'll just crash out because I just can't. I don't know.
oh my
There's
God.
something in me. I cannot handle it.
And I feel so bad
You're so
because,
cute.
I'm not gonna lie, when I'm in the car, I do make my road rage friends feel so bad, and I hate it because I'm the one that they're usually trying to calm down in any other situation. But it's like my friend Bianca, I love you, but I'm calling you out, girl. In New York, she would be like, "How come you don't want me to pick you up anymore?" I'm like, because it's too damn scary, diabetes as well. It's just like, Jesus screaming, and then she'll be like, "So, what do you want? What do you want for dinner later?" And I'm like, I want
Yeah.
you to know.
A chill pill for you.
I feel like most of the time, and like my sisters can like attest to it or disagree. I think most of the time I'm like that. I'm usually pretty chill and I don't usually crash out about anything. I'm usually just like, whatever. But put me behind a wheel and it's a whole different story.
I don't have road rage.
That's good.
But
That's a good thing.
I also live in a town of like 1,000, so
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, that makes it easy.
There you go. That makes it.
I'm from a
that's
town of 150, so
Wow.
Yeah, you got to be
Yeah.
careful because if you yell at somebody, you're going to end up yelling at
I mean,
like,
the most
person
road
who-
rage I get is a deer that crosses the road, and I'm like, "You son of a bitch!"
Damn it, Bambi!
Yeah, get out of my way! I'm trying to get you to live.
You're
I had
holding
a
up
road
the
rage moment,
traffic.
but I wasn't driving, but I was visiting home one time, and I had not visited in years. I just got so busy in New York, and this is before the voice acting or anything. I'm still serving tables. I'm broke every day, and I'm visiting for the holidays, and the flight was leaving like 5 a.m, so I had to get there to the Atlanta airport, which is a mess, really early. And my mom and my stepdad and my mom are driving, and I'm in the back and just laying down. And I'm coming to, we're probably like 20 minutes or 25 minutes away. And we kind of take this back little neighborhood, and this huge like semi just like almost gets on top of us. And like,
Oh,
I think
no.
my mom was so
Oh
happy
my
because
gosh.
she had gotten this really bougie side of me for a while. I had not been like, I think she wouldn't say it, but like I had really changed. I turned into such a Detroit person. I said, "Get the fuck out of here!" And my mom, and then she paused and then she burst out laughing. I could tell she was like, "Yeah, that's my boy. Yeah, you really thought you were brand new because
He's
you were
still
in
in
New
there.
York, because you were in Manhattan. No."
She's like, I
Dude,
got
that's
you
like my
covered.
biggest fear. I hate semis. Like I'll get to a point where like I'm in between two and the
I hate
panic
that.
really sets in. Like I really panic.
Oh
I
yeah.
cannot do it in between two semis. I freak out. So I don't if
I
one
can't
started like
between.
getting over in my lane, I'd probably cry.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
mom was.
Oh my
Yeah, she
word.
don't
I
box her
want
in.
that
Don't
bumper
box her in.
sticker.
She'll start cussing. Every time she had to drive me from Atlanta to Savannah for school, every time she was just cussing, and screaming.
I can't drive in Atlanta. I cried.
No,
Last
no, I
weekend.
can't either.
Yo, the highway
I
is
can't drive in New York. I hate driving in New York.
Me
I hate
either.
it. I hate when person. I
New York,
cannot.
I was
I've
good.
never
I got
been to
hit 3
either.
times.
Wait, what?
You did what?
Kristen, I just laughed because Kristen made him a cowboy. But sorry. No, I got hit 3 times in like 10 minutes driving in New York. You just get rear-ended like over and over and over. So I only brought my car twice to New York, and both times I got hit multiple times. Like we would, if you don't go fast enough, they bump
Yeah,
you.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that, and so I was turning around. I was like, "What is that?" And he did
That's
it again. I was
crazy
like,
work.
"Oh, he's hitting my car."
Oh no.
Okay. I'm gonna go. So I started going, and yeah, I stopped bringing my car to New York. So we started taking the train from Connecticut to New York because it was free for.
Yeah, I would take the train from Jersey right into New York. So it would be like,
Yeah.
it's just a 20-minute train ride because I would never.
Yeah, I
it was
feel
would
like
never.
I have a lot of road rage until somebody bumps the back of my car and I would turn into a baby real fast. I'd be like, "Where's my husband? Somebody help me."
I think I'd be the opposite.
Yeah, I'm like
Yeah, Carissa, you can't.
I'm
Like,
real
you'll
tough
get mad at
behind the
someone.
wheel.
Yeah, Carissa, you'll get mad at someone and it'll be like you could go to the grocery store and now she's checking out your groceries, giving you a stink eye. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, oh for sure.
It's a small
I
town.
drive a Tahoe with a brush guard on it. Like, get out of my way.
Oh Jesus.
Now
Oh
they
my
made him a
gosh, he's
pirate.
now.
Oh my God. Wait, what
Got
is this?
joke.
What is it? Remember when Nicki Minaj? Remember when she had she had never been on live before? I guess and all the things were popping at her. It was just really funny.
I'm gonna have to
like
find
the
this
pirate.
footage.
That's
Oh
hilarious.
god.
Okay, Carissa, get us back on track, babe.
Okay. So obviously you're very busy, but I want to know about like the quiet moments that you have when you don't have to record, when you're by yourself. Like, what do you like to do? Do you have hobbies? Or are you kind of a doom scroller where you're just like a couch potato and you're just like, I'm just gonna stay here for like 3 hours?
Okay. My camera blitz. So say me like one more time, and then I got you.
Oh, you're fine. Like, what are your hobbies like when you have those quiet moments when you don't have to record and when you don't have like people over, when you're just by yourself? Like, are you a couch potato? Do you doom scroll?
Ooh, okay, so like this apartment that I'm in right now, I love it so much, and I'm like, but it's gonna be like a work of art. I'm really designing it. I want to be a couch potato, but I need to have my perfect couch and my perfect TV and everything. So once I have that, I'm like a big like 75-inch TV person. I need to put on Scandal after I cuss somebody out because I needed that's the only show that lets me just like be aggressive like that. And then watch like Stranger Things. I haven't finished that yet, so I am a TV person. I love Naruto. I'm not gonna lie. I've probably seen Naruto like
Oh boy, look what you did.
every day
Look
for
at
the past
that.
20 years in some way, shape, or form.
Look at
Freaking
you.
Jazzy up there.
Jazz, you like
That's my
Naruto?
fave. Oh my
Yes, I
god.
cry all the time. I was crying today
I
watching
cried
it.
too.
It's so bad. I was watching. It was when Sakura. It was when Sakura was watching him transform to Four Tails, and she was like, I'll fight Sasuke. I'll fight him. You don't have to." And I'm like pointing at the screen, and my assistant Tabitha, she's the prior. She's looking at me like, "That's really cool. Can we get back to these contracts?" Like, you right, girl.
No, because you don't understand.
Our sister in the chat said Jazzy activated.
Yeah, I told you. Did you see how she was like this? And he goes, "Yeah, I love Naruto." She was like, instant forward, perked up, huge smile. That I swear we love her
And a lot
so
of people
Oh
much.
my
say that, but like,
god.
no, I probably watch it like every day in some way, shape, or form.
It's literally my comfort anime. Like it's literally
Yay!
if I'm like sad or if I'm like angry, I'm like, oh my god, watch Naruto.
And like, it's like
Oh
the
my
more
god, I didn't
catastrophic, the
know
better.
that.
Oh my god, I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. And I cry all the time. I don't care how many times I've seen the scene. I'm crying when Jiraiya's gone. I'm crying when
Right. You
Asuma
know what I
Sensei's
tried up
gone.
recently? Like, I find that like I used to cry at like specific like things that are supposed to be tragic, someone passing, someone
Mm-hmm.
dying. Now it's like I start crying when I see people just even trying, just putting their effort in.
Yes!
When Hinata shows up to protect him against pain, before she said her first
Yes!
word, I said,
Oh, you know what? You know what? When
That's so
freaking, you know
real.
what was so beautiful? When Rock Lee took off those ankle weights. I was like, that weight this whole time? Instant tears because I knew he was about to go off. I'm like, go off, boy, go off.
oh,
I
I'm
was
so
so
happy.
excited.
Like everyone who's watching the show, it has this effect. Like the music will start. It'll be happy music, and I'll be like,
All right, I gotta
Oh
watch
god!
this.
Every
Okay,
time
I just
I know.
started.
Now I'm thinking to watch it. I'm
every
sorry.
I
time they
didn't want
showed
to
him
make
on the swing.
y'all. I didn't want to make y'all not be able to say your happy moments, but I just started Naruto because I started with anime. I started with My Hero, and my kids were like,
okay.
"Oh no," because my kids are weebs. Like they've
Oh, okay.
seen
So they're
almost
ready. They
every.
know.
I mean, they read the mangas. They do it all, right? So my kids were like, "Mom, if you're gonna start, you don't start with My Hero. You start with like Naruto," and they're naming all this stuff. I was like, "Okay." So I'm watching Jujutsu Kaisen at night, and then Naruto on the weekends, and I told my kids I was making breakfast the other day. I said, if he says he's going to be the number one Hokage, believe it. One more time, I'm going to lose it. And
Yeah.
so my kids all around the house, oh, you believe it. Believe it. Over and over. And I'm going to throw something. I'm going to throw. So then I started running like him because I'm going to get them back. If you're going to irritate me, I'm going to get you back. So I started running like him with my hands like that, my arms like that. And I did it, but I do it in public. I did it like down the grocery store aisle. I've been doing it
Kaya.
Oh my
everywhere. Oh yeah. Listen,
I love you,
don't
dude.
give a fuck. Okay, I don't care. And so we were in the middle of Walmart, and I just took off like Naruto, and it helped that I had my Naruto shirt on too. They left. They went to the car.
They said we've had enough of
They
this.
left. They don't care either. So I learned that.
All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna start it. Enough
Yeah.
people have talked about it now where I gotta do it.
Alea,
Yo,
we
we're
can-
gonna
we can
tag.
just watch it together.
Well, buddy,
I've never
watch,
We're gonna
seen
yeah.
it either.
we're gonna tag you, Gabriel. We're gonna make the ramen. We're gonna wear the shirts. We're gonna watch it together.
Yes.
And listen,
Yeah.
we're gonna tag you in it. It's good. I will say I love it. They told me my son comes in some episodes and he's like, "Oh, this is a filler episode." And he changes it. So we'll say there are some I haven't seen because he said it's like
No,
filler.
see, I did all the filler when I was young, but now I'm like, how did I ever do that? Now I can watch filler for part two, but just like the first part, I'm like, not anymore. But I mean, it's just like it's so good. Talk
It
about
is.
life lessons. I probably
Yes.
grab life lessons from that I use in my day to day all the time. I think about certain things. That main character of Naruto, just that dream, his obsession with it, like. Oh gosh, that was me. Like I'm going to be the best actor in anything. You know, I was out
Believe
there.
it.
You know, cute basketball court story.
No, it's
Yes.
true. We were just talking about that last night. My kids and I, they walked in. I was watching Smallville, and I was doing some work, and they were like, "Why do you watch this, Mom?" And I was like, "Listen, this Clark Kent's dad was my dad. Like he raised me. He taught me right from wrong. Boy Meets World. Those parents taught me right from wrong. Sisters,
Yep.
they
Mr.
raised
Cooney.
I love Sister.
Yeah, I didn't have
So
to.
Bro,
Like,
you know a good one? This was before my time, but like I loved it. The Facts of Life.
Mhm.
Have you
Yeah.
heard of this? Anyone?
Yes.
Facts of Life? It's so good. Miss Goddard. Like that her name,
Yeah,
that
I
her
was
grandmother.
I was on Boy Meets World. I loved Boy Meets World so
I
much.
loved Boy Meets World.
I learned from Sean, from Corey. Like, I learned from all of them, and I loved Sean. I loved that Sean wasn't, like, from a perfect family, and he was homeless at times and all of that. So, like, that was the stuff that I went through. And so, it was, to me, like, they taught me, like you said, Gabriel, like, stuff like today, that's my guiding light. Is a lot of people say, like, oh, you have a strong moral compass. You could thank Clark Kent's dad for that. He raised me. Like,
Right,
his dad
right.
raised me.
Yeah,
I'm very much like, don't lie to me. Tell me the truth. And if you don't, like, you broke my soul. Now I can't trust you, and you're gonna have to build it up with me. And my kids always say, like, well, you give a Captain America speech. Well, sometimes you need it, and that's Clark Kent's dad. I got that from him. So like, there's still, I love that the power of anime. It's done the same for my kids. Like, it's healed them. It's helped them through a lot. We've had a lot of hard times. So like, when Jazzy gets going on anime, it just touches my soul because you can see the effect it had on her, and she will go in, like literally go in. So I love it.
Oh yeah. I kind of thought I was going too hard when y'all did my second mini interview.
No,
you
that's
really got me started because I got so passionate,
no,
and I'm like, I probably just weirded them out so bad.
no. We loved it so much. Like we
Can we
loved
talk about that,
anything.
Jazzy?
Yeah,
Are you okay?
we.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. So Gabriel, we interview to get into the sisterhood, and we were intentional. We're intentional with this space. And when we interviewed her, she was so quiet, and we couldn't. The girl in her application was not the girl we were talking to, and so we all debriefed, and everybody was like, "She's so cute. She's so beautiful." I don't see it. You know, I don't see the connection. I don't know. And I said, well, I saw that she likes anime. I think we need to go back to the table. I think we need to talk to her. Let's go back to the table and let's speak her language. Like, let's meet her where she's at. And we went back, and I said, Jazzy, we're gonna rephrase our questions in an anime way. And she's like, okay.
I'm like, okay.
So I said, instead of like, why did you apply for the sisterhood and what does it mean to you? Like, what attracted you to the sisterhood? I told her, what's your favorite anime and why? And she started talking about Demon Slayer, and I swear my eyes watered. Like,
Seriously, we were all like, tell us more. Like, we were so in love. Like, it was because it's like that something that can bring out like just like you, like your authentic self. Like, and that's what it does for her, is it just, makes her face light up and you actually see her. And so the second she started talking about it, we literally were all like stars in our eyes, and we were like, Jesus, we need her.
I had a feeling before I mentioned Naruto, I'm not gonna lie, Jazzy, I was like, I hope she lights up. I hope we're on the same page.
Oh, I love Naruto. I swear to God. Kakashi's on my phone case. I have a Naruto backpack that I carry every freaking day. I have a freaking Shikamaru's like, I love Shikamaru. It's his brain, and he's so freaking like down to earth, and he's just so nonchalant and it's so relatable. He's just like, man, this is a drag, and I'm like, I can relate because being an adult is a drag.
You're absolutely right.
Did you? And he was the first one to take out a Akatsuki member by himself. Come on, bro. He's so tough. Like, I just love me some Shikamaru.
Jazzy, I love how passionate you are. Like,
oh, I love it.
I was already in love with you from watching you on different lives, but this version of you, I love it. I love it so much.
Yeah, I love it.
I love it. I'm so obsessed. I think it's my turn, so I'm gonna try to bring us back in. I know we keep going off, but you know what? I love it. I love
it's
how
beautiful though.
Yes, this is so organic, and I love how it just feels like we've really just been hanging out this whole time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it back to my boy. I'm so sorry. I'm taking it back to my boy Zayden, because when I tell you that man is in my top 3 roster, it's not even like a person, like it's a roster, okay? Like a rotation. So I love Zayden. Like, I'm telling you, I love Zayden. But I heard a podcast that you did that you mentioned you're real protective of him, and like how you have him come out in the audio. So how much of you is actually showing up in his voice and personality since you're so protective of him?
Like, I'm like, Gabriel's really, when I'm doing the things that excite me, I'm really edgy. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to compete. And that comes out with Zayden a lot. Some of my line deliveries, even ones that maybe even Rebecca Yarros intended them to be a little softer or gentler. It's like, if it comes out extra aggressive, I feel like that's me. I feel like anytime he talks about his family, I feel like I kind of get like really, I feel like I really bring myself to moments where he talks about his mother, or even his father. I mean, anytime, any one of these romantic books, when there's a button with a mom in particular, I'm really, that's gonna be all me. I'm not really, that's not a lot of artifice. I'm bringing a lot of myself there. His charm, the charm you hear, what I find funny, it is what Gabriel finds charming. Certain casting directors will be like, we love this, and then certain agents will be like, just be a little bit more cliche. We don't know what you're bringing. We need you to kind of be a little more normal. But I feel like,
Oh my gosh.
but hey, but
Kaya's so shocked down there. Look at her.
Like, first off, you are amazing to be able to take that. Honestly, I would fold. I would crumble. I'd be like, okay. I thought it was great.
I think it's because I have multiple, and I'm glad that Zayden's like a character that doesn't make me feel this way, but I have multiple different approaches that I could deliver any type of character. And because of that, sometimes it doesn't hit me so hard because oftentimes while they think they're hitting me with like what's going to be a hard reality, I'm like, oh, it's option 3. Okay. And it's good. So I think it's because I'm so sensitive, I'm already prepared. Like I don't think I've gotten a single criticism, I'll be honest, out of all the ones I've seen from this series that I ever was like, where is that coming from? I'm like, no, I remember before I delivered that line, I could have gone there and I went this. I'm going to go with that choice. I promise you, like, I'm that aware of the character.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm still shocked that you're saying the bad comments because I don't know. Maybe because I'm on the good side of it, but I don't know what people be talking about because you're fantastic.
It's mostly been love, and it's definitely been love since like the other books have been released because they've had more time to sit with the voices. Voices change. I'm sure Jazzy, you know, the voices of some of those characters are so very different by the end, and it's just part of it. It takes us voice actors. We're trained and we are highly skilled and we work hard, but we're also regular humans, and it takes a voice to kind of even out sometimes, especially when you're not just on camera or on the stage. And I feel like I love that Rebecca Yaros's books are so long because it allows for me, the actor, to like really even out Zayden's performance, even in session, and I like that.
I will say we noticed that too. I listened to a book. I don't want to call it out, but I listened to a book yesterday, and you can tell that he recorded that scene on different days. And it was a really intense scene, and I kind of wish he wouldn't have because it's 3 different tones, and you can tell it's just 3 different approaches, and it's supposed to be one full scene. And
you can sense that. You can hear that. See, yeah.
It impacted it. Because 1 second he's like, and the next he's like, and it's like very mono and regular, and then the next he's back to like, and it didn't go with the scene. It didn't flow. You can tell it was a pause. I'm going to do this another day. And it could have been because the scene was tough. I mean, who knows? But I could say, like, as a listener, we could hear that. So the fact that you take time to really like hone that moment and own it and sit in it and take, even if it's extra long, you take the time to do it. It makes all the difference to us. Because I will say, I was getting into the scene and I was like,
yeah.
We want to make a sandwich? Like, what happened? Where'd he
It's
go?
literally like,
Make a sandwich.
it's like literally being excited about a show, and then all the actors suck, and you're just like,
Oh,
I can't get into
that's
this.
the worst.
Like that is the worst.
That is
Weird. Yeah.
So when you take the time to like really want a flow for your listeners, and it's intense and it's supposed to be intense, you don't want to chop it up like that. That's crazy. I don't know how he would do that.
I was just talking to someone from Australia yesterday, a creator. He's I don't want to spoil anything, but he's working on his own IPs that are really, really cool and exciting. And he was like, I'm really technical. He goes, I'm listening to your performance and I'm in love with it. He goes, but I'm really technical and I'm really picky about like rhythm. And so we both talked about how while I'm not from Australia and I'm not from the UK, I still was trained by I was still more trained, and I feel like with the style overseas within like London and those coaches and the way they train actors there versus kind of how Americans are taught. I feel like in America, you used to be taught really good technique as well as kind of psychological acting craft, but we're starting to lose a lot of the technique. And I feel like now I cannot imagine the story being, now I can't imagine Zayden being like British. But at first with these romantic stories, you never wonder, like, are we going to go American accent, English voice, or are we going to go British, mid-Atlantic? It's kind of a toss-up. We don't know. And for me, what I do love, though, about when it is a British accent or something overseas, it's more of a cantering percussive feel, and I really like emoting that way. But it's hard to do that with kind of modern vernacular. So I like the puzzle of still finding ways to keep Zayden and the way he speaks robust, And to play like the modern kind of humor that is intentionally written in there, but I never want y'all to feel like you're being. I never want to be so indulgent with the sarcasm and the eye rolls that you don't feel like you're getting a consummate performance. I want you to feel like you're getting a performance that's in the moment, modern and relatable, but also can really take you to that Game of Thrones world in a second if you need to be there. You know, the stakes can really get
You
there.
do it
Yes.
Do it.
fantastically. and
You don't have to
deserve-
worry, Gabriel. You do it. We can all say, Mia in the chat asked, can we hear Gabriel's British accent?
Yeah, we're getting a lot of
God.
requests.
For the record, the sisterhood didn't put you on the spot.
Okay, see, I do beseech your grace, let me the knowledge of my fault bear with me. If with myself I hold intelligence, or have acquaintance with my own desires, if I do not dream or be not frantic, as a trust I am not, then, dear uncle, never so much as in a thought unborn did I offend your highness. All right.
You need to go on Bridgerton, like
Yes.
tomorrow.
That was so good.
That was amazing.
Not us all being sat. We were all like,
You can't see me, but I was.
I'll tell you that I'm not,
Better be on
I'm not
Bridgerton.
blowing smoke. I'm being so honest. Like voice actors, it's like a known thing. They get in an interview, they do a voice. I must be the only one that is terrified every time that happens. So it's like, be it you're in for a long career, get ready. Because I'm such a nerd. I feel like Carissa, like you get the Pisces, like you'll get it. Like I'm such a nerd.
Yes.
That, like, when I'm in the character, I'm there. And so when the lights are on and I'm outside of it, I'm like, I don't feel like Zayden anymore. But I've been getting past that, and because I'm like, people want to hear they want to hear what you can do. So show them.
Okay,
I'm so
now
glad
we
you
know
said
for-
that.
it's
Now,
funny
I'm so
because
glad you
like
said that.
I live my daily lives just doing accents all the time at like random ass times.
You should have seen her around Thanksgiving, Gabriel. She had me, I almost spit my drink over my whole laptop. I was just a girl working, you know? And I talked to this girl, and she comes to the camera, and all of a sudden, she is Southern as all. I mean, I'm talking Southern Belle, okay? Southern Belle, and she
Well,
got
because
her
I was
ankles-
making pies. I was making pies. So naturally, when you're baking pies, you have to be
Naturally.
Southern.
naturally.
Yes.
You have to be
Naturally.
Southern.
So she just started talking to me as the beautiful Southern belle that she was, making her pies. And she's like, now, honey, when you're making a pie, I was like, oh, Lord, what is going on? I have no idea what's going on. But I will say Henry Kramer would probably be the best to lean on when it comes to like the accents out in the wild, because he told us, we posted it. If you go on the sister page and go back to Henry's interview, he talks about how he catfishes people in bars, and like it's a game for
Yeah.
him. It's a game for him. He will walk up and do like Tamlin's voice or a Russian accent or whatever. And in the video, he's in the clip. I put the Munchkins from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, because he literally, well, not Charlie and the Chocolate, Wizard of Oz. What is it?
Wizard of Oz.
Munchkins.
The Oompa
Wizard of
Loompa?
Oz.
Wizard of
The
Oz.
Oompa Loompa.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
Oz. Okay.
Yeah, so he from Wizard of Oz. So he was talking about, yeah, I'm catfishing out here. Like I'll do 21 accents, and you turn around, you think it's a 6'5" shadow daddy, but it's little old me. And it's a whole thing for him. I'm
He's
telling you, it's
told us
hilarious.
Hilarious.
so much. It's so funny.
Yeah. I got him a bar
He's
book for
awesome.
Christmas. I can't wait to see him make a drink and then do all the accents.
Yeah, like literally, like I started in voiceover with people who were really good at them. I was not. Like I was the worst. And it was bad because it was like I thought it was good too, and then I was like, no. And I don't know. It's just something about like it's hard to like that speech impediment that is meant. You know, you guys mentioned it earlier in the interview notes. It's hard to get around a lot of words. I make it not maybe seem that way for y'all, but I have to go through a lot of prep each time I step into a booth just to be warmed up. And because of that, it makes me nervous just to do a voice on the spot. But I've realized you're just a perfectionist. You're fine. But like with accents too, there are people, they learn an accent, you do it so many times, it locks in. I don't know what it is about just the way my ability works. I have to relearn things almost every day. Like not every aspect of my gig, but things that people are like, oh, I'm coming in, I've done that voice, I've done for 20 years. I'll probably, if I have a character that I've done that long, I'll probably need to low key just meditate for a split second before I pop into it. And even when I was in school, a lot of kids like would want to, a lot of students, they want to like do their pieces for everyone out and about and stuff. And I would score the highest, but I was remarkably, I was different. I never wanted to unveil anything until it was ready.
Done.
And people,
Yes.
they thought it was because I was being pretentious. What they didn't know is that I actually lacked the confidence to just do it on the fly like them. And I'm glad that as I got older, I'm learning that skill of just show up, like just show up, be yourself. It doesn't have to be perfect. And in fact, you'll do your best work when you're not. I can prepare for Zayden all I want, but my best moments, I'm talking about better than anything I do, they are the ones that happen in the moment with Kaya when she's on the call with me. And I'm listening and I'm focusing just on her, which is what I'm supposed to be doing. But yeah, that's me and my process more.
That's fantastic.
I love
You can
it.
tell you really do take care of him. I love that. I have a question because you mentioned you were a Gemini, and I'm a fellow Gemini also. Are you a May Gemini or are you a June Gemini?
I'm a May Gemini.
I'm a June one. That's why I was curious.
June what?
June 11th.
Okay, my mother is June 8th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's super cool. I was supposed to be born on June 8th. I had my mom in labor for 3 days.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
so it makes sense that I'm late to work all the time, guys. I'm
I'm
late to
I'm
my
the
birth.
25th.
I showed up late. I was born late.
I was born late. I stay late. No, I'm just kidding. I'm totally joking, but not joking. So like they say that we're very like as Geminis, and I can tell in you right away. Like we're so adaptable and we're so curious, and like I always tell people, guys, curiosity is killing my cat. I need to know this.
I love
But
that.
do you feel like because we're so adaptable and curious that it helped you step into Zayden the way that you did?
Ooh, okay, so I actually have this whole thing where I want to write a book. I want to write a book that's about an acting method tailored to the signs and assigning a character a sign. Um, and so I think about this semi regularly. I feel like the Gemini. I'm going to get into all of the kind of. I'll do three aspects of my astrology and how it affects Zayden, but I'll start with Gemini first. The Geminis are confident speakers. And while Zayden is like supposed to be a mysterious shadow daddy, he still leads platoons and he knows orders, he knows jargon. So he has to be able to speak. And he has to be able to speak well. I feel like Zayden, when I think they're first at threshing, some of the first audio I heard, he was very punchy and quick and strong. And I feel like that Gemini lightning kind of reactions, kind of like they're fast thinkers, that comes out with him. I'm a rising in Leo, and Leos like to present themselves definitely very confident as well. So it allows me to step into the drama of these MMCs, and take up the space, even if they're supposed to be kind of quiet. But like Leos know when people are looking at them. And I try to bring that, like, that's why I like when Kaya is on the call, because like I try to impress my director, but like I really like to impress Kaya. I like to connect to her more and more. Like really, I want to impress her. I'm like, I want to get you super excited. And so I feel like that's that. Pisces moon though, this is interesting. This is where Zayden's darkness comes in and how I'm able to tap into it, into his sorrow. But I got to be careful because your moon is it's like who you are. It's how you really feel like when no one's watching, you're by yourself. A subconscious energy that comes over you. So while I'm outwardly this like in your face strong person, the moment I have a split second by myself, then that Pisces comes in, that very gentle soul. So I have to keep Zayden. I have to tap into the drama that allows that those emotions to come through. But if I stay there, it's much more comfortable for me to play sad than it is for me to play like masculine or strong or confident. It's easier, believe it or not, for me to tap into the sorrow. So I sometimes have to be like, okay, when you're by yourself narrating, your moon's going to be activated more because no one's watching you. So your MMCs and your narration may get a little more personal. But I know when I have an audience, Scott, my director, or Kaya, the Pisces isn't necessarily there as much, and the Leo is more active because now in front of people. And so I find that I love that I get to be that confident. But I think he's an Aries. Zayden is an Aries. I called it, and then she gave him a birthday, Rebecca Yaros.
I'm an Aries.
You're an Aries? Wait,
Jazzy.
Jazzy, you're an Aries?
Yeah, I'm an Aries.
Okay, well, they're super confident, so you're winning already. It's so funny. A friend told me the other day, she's like, Aries sneak up on you. So it's funny that they said that you were kind of quiet at first. But yeah, I feel like I have to. What's really great about narration, and anyone who narrates, like, I wonder if you feel the same way. If you really, once you listen to so much audio, your own, other people's, you start to see the psychologies that overtake that narrator naturally. And if you're really acquainted with their work, you know how the narrator feels about the material, even if they're lying. You know, you really kind of know. And I feel like I feel like I've been blessed with a combination astrologically that is complicated, and it's great for these complicated characters. But I really, in 2026, I'm wanting to step into the light more, because I feel like in order to give you guys the best products in the booth, I also need to be like living my life out there in the light more. And so I want to get on camera and step on stages more in 2026. So
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I love that you're saying this because I feel like I was like telling my best friend, I was like, I just feel like we need to do more stuff because it's usually like I'm very homebody and like I stay at home and we hang out here. And I was just like, no, I want to like I'm going to 2 events this year.
yeah.
I'm trying to go to more. And so I was like, okay, I think I need to start doing this more. Like this is so much fun. So yeah, I feel that. I love it.
Gabriel, I just love how in tune you are. Like, and you don't have to answer this if it's too personal or if you want to give like a surface answer. I'll truly understand that because I know that this can be a personal question. And I just thought about it when you were talking that God, how much work did you do to be so self aware and to be able to call out these things that, I mean, I know that you said you had these coaches and these teachers and you've had this support system in your community and your colleagues and all the things. And it's probably a combination of all of it. And if that's where you want to leave it, I'm fine with that. I'm just in awe as someone that like is constantly working on themselves every day. I always tell Alea, like, I want to be better than I was yesterday. I want to be better than I was a week ago. Like we have sisters in the chat that I just found out have feelings. And I'm like, okay, Alea, we're going to talk about this tonight. Like I want to be better. I want to talk about this. You know, I don't pretend to be perfect. And I feel like the more and more you talk, you own that. Like I'm not perfect. I'm scared. I think I might sound bad in this, but this is what I did. How did you like, what work did you do? Or how did you even get on that path to just that you put it so elegantly, and I'm pretty sure it's hard and it's messy, and you probably have those really hard days where you're too hard on yourself and someone has to pull you out. I just want to know, as someone that like equally is always trying to be as self-aware and aware of others, what was that journey like and what inspired you to do that?
When I was in 8th grade, I was 13. My stepfather, who went to work that day as a CEO of a major, he worked in publishing. He made his first $1 million a year before he met my mom. He went into work as CEO and came home with a disease called encephalitis. And he had it before, but we didn't know. And for anyone who doesn't know what this disease does, it can it's a couple different ways, but back in 2005, it couldn't really be diagnosed that easily. And pretty much, he came home and he couldn't speak. He couldn't speak. He couldn't see. His brain, as we knew it, the man, he was gone. He was completely gone. The next year, 2 years that would follow for our family and my mother was horrific. I think my mother became so strong. I don't think she could even imagine forging herself into anything harder of an element than what she had to do during those years. He had to come to and fro from the hospital multiple times, and each time they would have to send him back. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to, it's quite personal for her, but she knows it's part of the story. It was so hard. We had to sell everything because they worked together. We had to sell everything. My sister didn't go to college. She was 18 when it happened. Poor girl, love you to death, Bubby. And we moved to a small town in a small house. I hated it. Didn't like the way it looked, didn't like the way it smelled. And my mother, who never had time to do things with us kids during all this happened, she put on The Adventures of Shark Boy and Lava Girl for me and my 2 sisters. and my little brother. And the thing is, I'm 13 years old. This is probably for 13 is not a bad demographic for my age range, but it was probably for someone maybe 6, 7, 8, 9. My little brother is how we would put it on for him. I was so obsessed with the themes of that movie, and I thought at the time, I bet those kids will never have to deal with this. Oh, I want to be as happy as them. And what if I get so good at this? I can make mom happy, and I can make Chelsea happy, and make them all happy. And it just so happened I happened to be districted for the best high school in the Southeast for theater. My mother made sure I can't put the same roofs over their head, but I can put them in the best school I can possibly do it. And she could only do that. She could only just put me in the school. She couldn't tend to a lot of things. She could see the plays, but she couldn't be the drama moms that all the other drama moms were. You know, they come in and you know the moms by name, and no one knew this mysterious woman who would show up in her leather jacket and leave right after the show. You know, always in style, always iconic. And that was 20 years ago. Me and my sisters and my little brother, now he's 24, we're at the age where we realize everything that we dealt with during that time that we thought was lost forever. It's not, and life is really long. It's really long, and maybe those were those years, but we get to turn it all back around now. And I like that collectively, all my siblings are dreaming at the same time. And that wasn't always the case. It felt like I was the one dreaming. And then I got older and I realized, oh my gosh, your sister she had dreams and she had to sacrifice them for you. And she had to do them on the back end. And now we all are finally working towards that. I'm trying to bring my mother out here to LA. So people are like, you want to live with your mom? I said, I don't think y'all understand. This woman is so freaking cool. I'm trying to have a compound where my entire family can live on it. That will take, there's the price tag of that is something so astronomical. I'm so focused though on the second chance of life I have. Like, I don't know. I feel like as kids we're always very sensitive. Growing up as we were Jehovah's Witnesses for a long time, and then
That's crazy. So was I.
okay. And we stopped practicing just when my parents separated. It was just interesting because my father still practiced, and my mom was one that originally was practicing, but she left. And I think us kids, I got to shout out though, like, I'm not trying to have a PSA for like any organized religion, but I have to have a shout out for the people of the Kingdom Hall in Flat Rock, Michigan, because they were our entire world. We couldn't do the other things the kids could do. We couldn't watch the same movies. We couldn't listen to the same shows. And we were very lonely and very sensitive. So when we got thrust into this world, you know, we didn't know what a stepdad was. We didn't know what all these things were. We also are going from a black father to a now white father, who's now our father figure. That is very confusing. And I feel like when you really listen, when you really sit back, if you're fortunate enough to have a roof over your head and food on the table, and I didn't always have those things, when you have those things and you're fortunate enough and you can sit back and listen, you really are grateful to be alive.
Yeah.
And admitting your faults is so easy. It becomes so easy to surrender. But I'll tell you what, though, it's hard because I always being a Jehovah's Witness for all those years. I always felt like, and the dysfunction of the divorces and everything, I felt like I was always trying to play catch up to wellness, to this idea of having great wellness. Me and the girls, we were always trying to catch up to what we thought was normal. Well, then you work on yourself and you'll realize like not a lot of people were working on themselves at the same time.
Yeah.
And it's not a different type of loneliness, but at least now you just know you have to find those groups of people. But I mean, I've been beaten down. I've been defeated. I have felt like the villain. People have tried to convince me I was when I wasn't. You have to fight for when you, especially in the South, growing up how I did, you have in rich neighborhoods, it's different. You have to fight for your identity. Interracial, you have to fight for your identity. If it's one thing the South doesn't like, they don't trust an out-of-towner, a person who doesn't have roots. And what roots did I feel like I had with a Gemini mom who said, like 2 years, time to uproot, time to move. And then even realizing why we did that, why my mother was that way, the things that she had gone through, and you come to realize, whoa, we're so insignificant and significant at the same time.
Yeah.
I really just went on such a long thing. I hope it doesn't look stupid.
No, you're fine.
No, it's great.
No,
Yeah,
It's
this is
fantastic.
it's wonderful.
I love the
Okay, well,
vulnerability.
my mom just joined the chat. This is my
Uh-oh.
mother.
Hi, how you doing?
Yeah, so my mom lives with me. So when you were talking about all of that of with your mom and how you want her to live with you and how you've had all those things, that's I have my mom with me. So hold on, I'm
Listen,
gonna
her mom's
unplug.
fantastic. She's funny.
This is what you deal with. It's like, no matter what they're doing, we're more important. And so when we enter the room, we're like, forget everybody. I gave you birth. I'm the birth giver. Adore me, love me. So Capricorn mom here. So she just came down. We're an hour and a half into the interview, and she's like, "Do you want me to tap? You want me to tap? You want me to tap the screen?" No, mom. We're an hour and a half in. I don't think but you're still there. I can bring you up now because with my tremor disorder, it'll come up quick. Come over here, judgment. Really, judgment. Welcome to my mom. So when you were talking
Nice
about
to
all that,
meet
I
you.
just
Love it. I love it. I think that that's beautiful when you're talking about the compound and how you guys were all there for each other and the sacrifices you made, because it took a lot of healing just for me to be able to be in the same room with my mom and have those conversations and grow and heal and all the things. So I appreciate your vulnerability, and I'm so sorry I was crying. I was trying not to. I was
Oh
really trying
man, I
not
don't
to,
think there was
but
a dry
Man,
eye. I
what?
think the
you're
whole
fine.
comment section was with you on it. I mean, I would
Yeah.
love to. Obviously, like I'm on the sisterhood page. I would love to like talk to you more, just because of your upbringing, and we have a lot of similarities in that sense. And but yeah, I appreciate you sharing that with us, and giving your soul in that is beautiful.
Thank you.
I swear, like coming from a background where you have to fight for so much that you have, um, and like I didn't have the most stable upbringing as well. So, homeless for a little bit here and there, always bouncing around,
Yeah.
never having the
Yeah.
stability to just be myself because I'm always taking care of the people who's supposed to take care of me. So it's like you go through so much and all those main things that you're supposed to have you don't. So when you come for your own self, you're just like, okay, I can deal with my flaws
Right.
because there's something bigger out here that I need to deal with. So like, we can't eat today. Who cares that I'm self-conscious about something? I got to go out and get some food. Like, so it's like when you have so many other things to worry about, it feels like your insecurities become smaller.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I can deal with myself. Let's deal with this out here. I can deal with myself later. And I think having like an unstable childhood and upbringing really gives you thick skin enough to be able to be like, okay, let me check myself. Did I do this, this? In this
But
situation,
it's
was I
the
this
level of
person?
awareness.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
takes a
but it's
level
the
of
level
awareness
of
for that.
awareness too. It's the
Mm-hmm.
fact that like in so many conversations that we've had, Gabriel could just be like, you know, I thought this and they said this and I checked my like you constantly check and
Yeah.
adjust, and you're
Mm-hmm.
already aware of it when they say it is the part that I love so much, is that you
Yeah.
did that work. You self-evaluated
Mm-hmm.
and then check and adjust, and you also confirm with them. So like you approach it with curiosity, you embrace everyone's opinion around you. You are still sure of yourself, but willing to meet them where they're at in every space of your life. And then you welcome and just your community, everybody you're welcoming and loving. That is a hell of a skill
Yeah.
that's goals. I really want to get there. I hope that I do that in some capacity
I'm being
now,
really
but
speechless because it's like I never. I mean, you write things. I journal, right? I journal, and you
Mm-hmm.
think you think it would take hours and hours and hours for people to understand, and then I'm you just shed a couple of minutes of and then y'all are picking up on so much of my soul, and I'd imagine Henry felt the same way when you interviewed him as well. Y'all are really awesome, making me
we
like
try.
that's
We
like I
try
never
to
thought I
keep
would say this
it.
on a live. God forbid a live, and I don't feel crazy about this.
No, we're the same. Everybody always says whenever they interview, they're like, it felt like such a safe space, and we try to make it that. And I try to be equally as vulnerable, so you're not like sitting alone in that. But I'm the same way. I have like 3 videos of myself on my page because I'm terrified of being on camera. But for some reason, being live with my sisters, I'm okay. Like I feel okay. But yeah, how has life changed for you since you first started your career to now? What is that change like?
Like I have lots of I know, even though I'm so busy, y'all, I really do have lots of free time because this was the job that turned me into that Virgo father. Because I realized I wanted to do long form narration and I wanted to have a life. I needed to like be one of those people who got up early. And so now I get up at like 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm in the booth. I'm already in the booth and I record for 6 hours and I'm done by like 1. And I
Okay,
have
you're
an entire
allowed.
day left and I don't work on weekends. And I did that specific, but it took 5 years, not only just to get the clientele, but to get the discipline. Anyone who's ever narrated or if you're starting right now, you think getting the work is the hard part. And then you come to realize like how hard the actual job is. And then once you've really, really done it and you're committed to it, you get used to it. But what it's done for me, it's allowed for me to make space for any other dream I can conceive of. And so my day is spent giving my all to this and then planning for something else that I really want to do. I'm here in LA. I wake up, I take a shower, I have my coffee, I have my lemonade. I like coffee and lemonade. I'm weird. I'm like I need the coffee for like the espresso, but I'm like I want the lemonade at the same time. It's like just put more sugar in it, but it's whatever.
It's probably
then-
it's probably like a little Gemini thing because I got 3 drinks when I go to work. I have my hydration, I have my like smoothie, and then I have like my little funsies drink. So I'll
I
have
thought
like
I
my
was
energy drink.
crazy. I have a whole situation like y'all don't want to know, and that's my day. And I get in the booth. I start with my auditions for my agency, which is usually I start with my commercial auditions, and then I move to the animation, the video game. Then now I have Tabitha, who answers my email. So I'm like, oh my
She's
goodness.
incredible.
She really is. She's another person. If I talk about her too much, I'll start crying. Another person who deserves the world and so many great, exciting, another Gemini, exciting things that happen for her. That's one. She's got a story too, and I don't want to say any of it because y'all got to hear it. But now life has changed since then. Like I'm not worrying about my next meal, and my mother isn't worrying about me. She worried about me a lot when I was in New York, and now she doesn't worry about me because she knows I can take care of myself. I have the time and the funds to travel to see my loved ones. My sister, one of my sisters lives in South Africa, and she moved there.
Whoa.
Yeah, she moved there 2 years ago with her husband, because he's from South Africa, and she met him on a mission trip. She's still a witness. She started practicing again when she was 19, and 15 years later, she loves him. They love each other. They're like stupidly cute. But I was like, okay, there's no way she can be across the ocean, and we just do this thing where like we love each other but don't see each other enough.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when that happened, my mom getting older, my stepdad is still with us. He still has some health things that we're going through right now. It's like this next phase of my life. Look, I would have loved to have been married and had that whole situation. It's not that it's not going to happen, but after this last dud, I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of like I'm pouring it back into the people who I know will definitively be there. Like
You're intentional.
generational curses, breaking them. They used to be
Yes.
daunting. Beyond my own, it used to feel like a daunting thing. Thinking about the other generational, curses or setbacks. For anyone who's like, what do they mean by curses? But just like generational setbacks. Now the idea of like working on them, and that my family, like I said, they're all working on them at the same time. We're finally all in alignment. That's where my life is going. I want to be a person who is like a bull sitting on the top of the hill on everything, not that I just achieved, but that I've provided for. I think Kanye talked about one time he had wanted to build communities and stuff,
Yeah.
and cities. He said he wanted to build cities, and I'm not saying I'm Kanye, although I have his chart as well. But I want that. My idea of love, I'm coming to realize like it's not always out there. People think it has to come with conditions, and I'm tired of lamenting not getting that
Yeah.
when I know I can shine that light with like-minded people and kind of like create that. I feel like the times we're living in, especially like physically, like the government's not taking care of us. So I'm finding better ways to take care of myself and my loved ones. I always, like Tabitha's a perfect example. My assistant, I was talking to her the other day. I was like, I'm about 9 years older than you. I want you to be twice as far where I'm at in like half the time. I actually need that for you, but I
Nice.
need to know that
Yeah.
when I went through this, so you don't have to. And it's when you feel in tune, it doesn't, I mean, I know you praise me for being in tune, but really it feels good to be in tune. You don't ever want to be out of it.
Yeah. And that's
Yeah.
work. That's constant
Protecting your
work. And I
peace.
just, again, you're bringing your community with you. And it strikes a chord with us because that's what the sisterhood is. We're not, random book talk girlies that are interviewing people because we want to talk to narrators and authors. Like, that's not, we are a community, and we have our ups and downs, and we're there for each other. But our love and base, it's based in books. Like, our love, our core is books, and that living all those journeys and going on those adventures together and being able to come together and talk about it, and also
Mm-hmm.
listen to Leia's southern accent when she's baking pies. I mean, I'm here for all of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for every bit. So yeah, I mean, my husband just did a 7-month deployment. He just got back like 3 weeks ago, and every single one of these women on this screen were here for me. I was up and down that day. I remember the day I got the call that his 30 days was going to be 7 months. He was supposed to be gone 30 days. And he called me and was like, I'm not coming home for another 6 months. And when I say I was knees to chest against the wall, and I called Alea and I could not breathe. I could not breathe. I was hyperventilating, and she was there for me. Like, that's the community. That's who we are.
That is
And
so
I
crucial. Oh
feel
my
that.
goodness.
It was
Mm-hmm.
horrible.
I
It
know.
was
I'm really actually
horrible.
putting myself right there. I'm like, that's what I'm talking about, where it's like, I wasn't built for this world. Like, I
Me
can't.
neither.
What are you
And
talking about? What do you mean it was 10 days and that was 7 months? Like,
seven
just like
months.
that girl in Jacksonville. Hey, by the way, I'm not coming back. Oh, I'm jumping out the window.
Why did you just
You
push me in
thought
the
I could handle
fucking
that?
water? Why did you just
Just
leave
let
me
the
down there,
shark take
huh?
me.
No, that was me. And Alea, you remember? You're like, take a fucking breath.
Yeah, I literally
Yeah.
like I don't I always whenever like one of my sisters calls, I'm always like, "Hello," like bubbly happy, and then I saw her and I was like, "Oh my god, what's wrong? Like talk to me." And I
Oh,
I
think
couldn't.
she told me what happened, and I don't even think we talked really. We just
I
sat there.
couldn't.
Yeah.
I just sat with her in it, and I mean, we probably were on the phone for an hour, and she just cried and felt the things. And when she was done, she was like, "Okay, I think I'm good." And I was like, "Okay, I love you. Let me know if you need anything." Like, but that's what, like she was saying earlier, I think that's what makes what we're building different is that we're not surface level. We are
Yeah.
very, we are craving connection that's deeper than what the rest of the world wants to give. Nobody wants to give anything anymore. They just want to take.
oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
And
You get it. You're
100%.
yeah,
insane. You get it.
yeah. So I
Mm-hmm.
think
Yeah.
that like that's what makes it beautiful. And she made a comment about how like we're not talking to you. We're not asking you to come on here just because we want to talk to Gabriel Michael because like we want to get to know you. And I think
Yeah,
that's
we
like
want
what
to
you said
connect.
earlier. Like when you saw our questions that we had for you, like we really put a lot of effort and a lot of our souls into it because we are trying to get to know the people. We want to build like actual connections with the people that we're speaking with.
I got emotional reading your
Yeah.
questions.
Oh,
Really?
Because you had
Aw.
like, y'all, I'm not joking. Like, the people like listening, like they were very. I couldn't. I truthfully like. I am busy. It was like 2 hours before I hit up Tabitha. I was like, okay, so is this on TikTok? Is that which one is it? And which book are we talking about? Wait, for real. And she goes, Gabe, I sent you the questions. I said, let me take a look. And I was like, I gotta go. And I was like going through my memories of certain things that y'all had touched on that I haven't spoken about in years. Um, that you had done your research for anything that was out there that I had said. It was
We
like,
did.
and it was not invasive. It felt for me, it felt really good. I'm like, everyone needs to conduct interviews like this. Like, I know y'all were just chatting, but if you see what was on the agenda, they really went in.
That means a lot because it really, a lot of people.
Oh, where'd she
Oh,
go?
I
Oh.
don't know.
Oh
My bad.
no.
Sorry. That's my phone's telling me it's dying. But no, a lot of people are doing these things to where they just everybody jumps on and like, oh, we're talking to this person, we're talking to this person, and what really hurts me is when that person says something and they bared their soul or they said something that was really meaningful, and then the person's like, so can we talk about chapter 30 where you were so spicy and it's like, wow, you really shouldn't be doing this because this person is sharing this space with you, and you just don't care. And we just, it hurts so much to watch those. We rarely watch other people's interviews because we just feel for the person that you made time for this. So we are going to give you as much as you're pouring into us, we're pouring into you. So
Yeah.
every single one of these women listened to your interviews. We all had multiple meetings, listened to the interviews, wrote down everything we could, talked about it, checked and adjusted. I mean, Alexiana rewrote her question. She's like, okay, I'm going to make it more this, more that. Like every single one of us, we really, really tried. So it means the world that it meant something to you because we really do try. It's not
We
just
really
fangirling.
we
Yeah.
really want you to feel like a person and not like an object being like
Yeah.
called
Yes.
after, you
Exactly.
know. So we
Like
want to
I
put a
don't
lot of our
always
heart
like
into it.
I don't always say yes to interviews. I try to do it in a way to where the other person doesn't know that I'm saying no because I never want to feel that way.
Yeah.
But Tabitha has her marching order. She knows. I like it's because I mean some people like to feel like a specimen, and just where I'm at right now, maybe 5 years ago, but right now I'm like I love what I do so much. If we're not going to talk seriously about it, I
Don't
don't want
waste
to
your
talk about
time.
it.
Yeah.
Kind of make
You're
it sound like stop being
intentional.
pretentious, but it's just like I don't want to talk about it on a live if it's not real.
Yeah.
But I have had lives that are more fun and they're just
Yeah.
chilled and they are fluff. If I've done it, if I've agreed to do it, I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
I'm really good at drawing boundaries for myself.
Teach
I
me
And
your
love
ways because
that.
I'm still learning, dude. I'm such a people pleaser. It's ridiculous. Like, and my husband, he's a Cancer. Wait, that's the one after.
oh
That's the one after Gemini, right?
yeah.
Okay, yeah. He's a Cancer, and he's like, you need to set this boundary with your principal and this. I'm like, bro, I can't. It's my job. She's I love you. She's a You're just a number to her. I'm like, I can't do
Oh, they
it.
sound like
Like,
me. I'm not gonna lie, they sound like me though. Because like I'm always trying. I'm bad. I'm always just like when my dad was like raising us as kids. I remember being like, "Why were you so serious and suspicious? Like it's okay. Like Satan's not around every corner. Like it's okay." But now I'm like, Satan's around every corner.
I love that so
I'm not
much.
even super religious, but it's just like, no. I'm like, Dad, I get you. It's treacherous out here.
it is. It's
It
I'm
really
not
is.
being we're
hard out here
literally
in these
just a girl.
streets. Just a girl. A ping
I really feel like that
Stop!
should just be
Don't
like
bring that up.
the Moonlit Margins Sisterhood. I'm just a girl. Like that should be our motto. We are
that
always
really
saying that.
should. But you know what? I was gonna ask, describe 10-year-old Gabriel for us, but when you were talking about like everything, I don't want to make you sad. I feel like you
I guess
gave us.
I have happy 10-year-old memories.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But I just everything happened. All the dark days happened when I was 13. But 10, you know, 10
He's
years
like
old.
10 we can do.
10 years old. I think we were moving from. I think we were moving to Georgia from Minnesota. And I'll never forget a memory. I had just gotten into Yu-Gi-Oh, and I loved it. I got a Yu-Gi-Oh, and
Oh boy.
I feel bad. Like looking back on it, I already had this opinion of the South, and I don't know why because I was young and I had never traveled there. So why would I? But I thought we were going to nowhere. And I remember being like, "Mom, I could in the car," and I'm just like, "I love my mom, but she's not going to let you down gently ever. Never. She's going to start sweet, but if you even try to be sensitive a little bit longer than that, she'll let you know that was just an act." You know,
Yep.
so she was like, "I go, Mom, do they have Yu-Gi-Oh cards in Georgia?" And she goes, "Never do. I really don't know." And I'm thinking, why don't you know this? Looking back on it, I'm horrified. I'm like, we're going to Kansas. And that's what I was thinking. Where everything was going to be black and white and then tumbleweed. It's like, you don't have Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And finally, I was like, Mom, I don't know if I want to move. She goes, "Yeah, babe, but you know we have to." I go, "But I don't." Gabe, we're moving. I go, "Okay, okay, okay."
So
That's
funny.
literally like that's how mom is.
She
But
said we don't
So
have
in
time
love
for
with
your
this
feelings. We're
woman.
literally in the middle of moving. We have no time for feelings.
I freaking love her
it's the
so
way
much.
she really tries to like they'll play the role. Like if you were the kid that accepted the very first, but we have to, you're like, okay. And it's like, but what if there's no buts? Okay, I'm like, okay, yeah, you're right. You're not
So
actually considering
it's so
it.
funny you say
No,
that
I
because
can.
like I have kids in my class who will come and like tell me something and then they'll fixate on it and I'll talk to them like if something happens And I'll be like, but it's okay because there's a solution. There was right before Christmas break, one of the little boys, um, obviously I can't talk about their like home lives and stuff, but like he was making this drawing for his dad, and it was a Dragon Ball Z one, and he was like, they ripped it, and I worked so hard, and this and that, and he was crying, like full on sobbing, and I was like, listen, it's okay. Do you need a hug? Gave him a hug. We found the pieces, and he was like, but I took so long. I was like, but you can remake it, right? He's like, yes. And then he just still wanted to cry about it. He was like, but it took forever. I was like, we have a solution. Just go draw it again. Go. I'm giving you time to go draw it. Like, so your mom being like that, I get that.
I wonder too, really quickly with Geminis. I used to think it's because like they're like not the best with their emotions. But actually, what I think it is because they're so social. They know the next 7 steps you're about to take, and if they
Yeah.
know the next 7 you're about to take, they're gonna skip to the end of the finish line. Because like imagine how agonizing it would be like in the moment knowing the next several steps a person's about to take and having to sit there and be there. It's different when you're with the person in the grief and you haven't lived 1,000 lives. You're able to like be there, but when you're like, yeah, I know you think you're dying, but 12 days from now, you're not going to care. So we're going to skip to 12 days from now. It can feel like everybody doesn't care. They do,
I
but they're just
feel
like, it's time to move on.
yeah, I feel like I pull that with my kids. Like I have 5 kids, so I kind of have to like okay, we're moving. Let's keep it going. Like there's plenty of times where like my 6-year-old probably gets the most of it because he's the crazy one. He's wild, but when
Is that the one from that one live?
he's the one from every live.
No, but I'm talking about that
He
one
shows
live we were on that I was like, girl, I love you.
he shows up in every live and he does something crazy every single time. But yeah, I try to like give my kids the space for their feelings, right? But like I have the same thing where like on time 3, I'm like, okay, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Like we're doing like we got to move on to something else. Like I really attribute that to like having a lot of kids that like I'm that way because I think generally I'm pretty sensitive and pretty soft, but like when you have that many people running around your house with all their feelings, you gotta keep it
Yeah.
moving.
Especially when
So
you're sensitive too.
yeah, what is the most memorable part of your career so far? What's the most memorable moment?
Oh, okay. Well, probably 2. I'm gonna give 2. One
Okay.
was a theater accomplishment. Right before I moved here, I was in an original play called Piedmont Point that I workshopped on off Broadway. And Alicia Keys' mother played my mom. Um, yeah, I did this audition when I was in Hawaii. This is one of the auditions I did there. And Tessa Faye, or shout out, I'm in Tessa Faye's acting class right now. I've taken classes with her for years. I love her. I call her my manager in a pocket. And she is just what I love about her acting classes. Not only will she give you like the acting, but she also is really good at just sensing the beat of like picking on seizing the moment. Whether it's like post that picture you did at brunch, like of you at brunch, because like it looks better than like a model photo, and we want and casting directors want to see people who go to brunch. She's really good at finding those little things. And when I was taking body photos on the beach in Hawaii, and I said, you know what? I wonder what's gonna happen if I post these. Sure enough, Tessa the next day, Gabriel, I have an audition for you. I was like, you saw my photo? She goes, I did. And because she's seeing me damn near naked on the beach, the character is like a sexy out of towner from Miami. And I did the audition, I booked it. I'm also thinking this is I hadn't done theater in a couple years at that point. I think it was gonna be a small little show. We do the read through. I'm liking the cast, they're great. Even though we're in Manhattan and I'm on Theater Row, it's still not dawning on me like this is going to be like a semi-big production. I'm still thinking like, yeah, because in New York, when you audition for theater, if you're not auditioning for Broadway, and I didn't know this was off Broadway when I auditioned for it, you get cast, and sometimes you think you're going to be doing like something small, you never really know. And it was like day 3, and there was this girl who was the understudy, and she was the understudy for all the female roles, even though she was like 30 years too young for any role. But she kind of had a thing with one of the producers. Anyways, she pulls me aside, and she kind of had that energy, that energy where it's like, you're here for a fun time, but you may be shifty. And she goes, so what do you think of so-and-so? And I was like, no, I think she's like dope. She's rad. And she was like, what else do you think of her? I was like, yeah, she's just rad. She's like, do you know who that is? She just broke character. She's like, do you know? I was like, No, who is she? She's like, that's Alicia Keys' mom. I see, you mean the lady sitting right next to me, who I'm like, hey mom, I love you. Oh, kiss. I'm talking and kissing on, and I'm saying I love you. That was an amazing moment because I didn't even know, and this was a small cast, so it wasn't like I had a bit part out of like 30 people. It was 6 people, and that was a great way to start coming back from Hawaii because Zayden happened the next week when the show closed. Scott came through with that email for Zayden, and it didn't feel life changing until I saw the fanfare. And I think it was when Onyx Storm, the book released, not graphics version, but the book. Me and Kaya just saw a surge. It was like the movie had released, and me and Kaya were in the movie, even though it was just the book, and they were not going to be getting us for 6 months. The Fantasy Podcast Girls had brought us on. I think that was kind of part of it, but for that whole 2-3 months, me and Miss Kaya, y'all made us feel. I don't want to speak for her, but I'm sure she can attest to it. But y'all just made us feel like so famous. Like it was Twilight. Like we were everywhere. And for me, it's the small things. That was enough. And to have like my mom and my sisters to be like, damn, Gabriel, you remember when you were in the backyard, like pushing your teeth together to close your gap because you couldn't afford braces?
I was gonna say, remember when you were in the backyard eating dirt?
Oh no, the girls they called me out. I would push my teeth together for a whole year for an hour straight to close my gap. Just a true story. My mom was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Close my gap because you won't take us to get braces."
Gabriel, you're amazing. You really are
so much. You're so fantastic.
easily top 3 favorite. Like you are just really amazing. And listen, my sisters did the same thing. Like every time I'll message the family group chat and be like, y'all, guess what just happened? And my sister would be like, remember when we found you by a dumpster? Wild. They call me a dumpster baby my whole life because I'm the only short one. I'm the only I'm the black sheep of the family. Yeah, I look different from everyone in my family. And yeah, just like remember when we found you by a dumpster? Like you're so mean.
It'd be your own people.
You be your own people.
God. So okay, we're gonna play 2 truths and a lie real quick.
Okay.
Can you give us 2 truths and 1 lie? And y'all in the comments, try and guess the lie.
Okay.
And we can number them. So when Gabriel says the first one, that's number 1. Number 2, what he says next. Number 3, that's the last one. So you just pick the lie and put the number. Okay, we're ready.
I actually had 2 birth certificates for a while. My birthday was always May 25th, 1992. And then after my parents split, I am skipping a really crazy messy divorce. All of a sudden, it was like America split from Britain, and like how they changed they changed different words just for the hell of it, just to be like American. All of a sudden, Mom was like, "Your birthday's on the 26th." I was like, "But it's the 26th now," and so everything was just different. And I was like, but I was still like young, so I was like, maybe I got it wrong. And sure enough, when I started getting birth certificates, like later on, when I'm in high school, I'm having to get immunizations and everything. I am seeing the 26th, but I am like confused. It's the first time I'm seeing a birth certificate. And while my mom said it was the 26th, I wasn't telling anyone it was the 26th. And then I was like, Mom, my birthday's the 26th. And she was like, she's looking at Adam. And I'm like, as my stepdad, I'm like, what did you do? Like, what's going on? I had another birth certificate because she was just like, it was like one of the many Cold Wars. Apparently, her and my dad, and it was just like, I'm putting my foot down. And to this day, I'll be like, Dad, remember when my birthday was on the 26th? And he's like, yeah. I was like, wait, so that was a real thing. Like, he was like, yeah, that's crazy. Anyways, okay, that's one. I got to go through. I'm giving you a whole story in each one.
That's what Mia just said in the comment. Mia said, I love that the 2 truths and 1 lie are stories. So we're doing that now. We're making it harder. Got it.
That's story A. Okay. Story B. Man, I got so many stories. I was low-key kidnapped I was kidnapped. I was like, this was 2010. This was September 3rd of 2010. I remember the exact time. And I was with my good friend Natalie, and we were walking down Cedar Crest Road in Paulding County in Georgia. And we decided we were going to walk to, I believe it was Kroger, which was all the way at the end. Like I'm on Highway 41, getting onto Cedar Crest Road, going all the way to Stylesboro. Like it's a whole saga. We get there, we grab some licorice. It's like midnight all the way back. This is a country road, so it's dark, dark. I was bored. I wasn't in school. I didn't think my FAFSA was going to come through. I was like, it's over. Life's over. Like, I was a legend for 4 years. Hit us on mountain. They can't tell me it's done. Oh, well. Like, I really thought. I was like, now I'm like walking at midnight. Car rolls up. I'm skipping a lot. She decides to get into the car. We get into the car. I mean, the police get called. A chase ensues. A chase ensues when we try to get out of the car later, and this child locks on, and we can't get out. And some of us makes it out, and then someone doesn't make it out, and then it's a whole chase ensues, and we duck into the backyard of this house. And then we call the police. They're coming, but we're in the backyard. We can't see anything. We're just in this backyard. We climb over this fence. All of a sudden, the lights go on in the house. We're like, yay! No, big man with baseball bats come out and a dog. It's the South, and I'm like, how am I going to explain? They make us. They hear us out, have us walk through their house, to hang out at 1 a.m. on the side of the road while they went inside after we escaped this man so the police showed up. All right, so that was my kidnapping story.
Oh my God.
I love how he's just like, yeah, I was kidnapped, guys. Like,
Okay, it was story.
I love your mannerisms. It's great. This is great.
It was story number 3.
This is the best two truths and a lie in my life.
For real.
Now
I was going to say, I'm
really
feeling like
know.
we're just getting 3 truths. Like, how are we going to tell the
don't
difference between any of these?
I'm on the edge
and
of my
he's like
seat.
contemplating down there.
I'm on the edge of my seat for the third one, y'all. I don't know. I don't know which one's the lie.
It's like the most extreme at this point.
No, Carissa, I'm telling you, if I ever go anywhere and they play this and they're like, I went to Hawaii, I have 6 toes, I'm gonna be like, boring.
I need more.
Next.
This is a rookie story.
I need the unhinged.
For real, unhinged version. This is
Yes.
like the expansion pack of Truth and a Lie.
Give me scenes from life, so I'm really just thinking about things.
Simply Annie says, setting up new rules for 2 truths, 1 lie.
I haven't played this game in a decade. That's why I'm so bad at it.
You're like the best at it.
What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to think of. No, it's not.
You're not bad. This is epic.
I love this so much.
The absolute best 2 truths and a lie I've ever
The
played.
thing is, the third one, because they were so elaborate, the third one has to equal it. That's why, because I could just do a throwaway, but then no.
The Gabriel
The
effect.
Gabriel effect. I love it.
We're calling it.
Okay.
Alexiana, all I could think of when he was like, and this guy and the dog, all I could think of was, I'm being born.
Okay. I was, again, this was also 14, 13 years old. And I think I decided I want to be an actor. That's what I want to do to deal with my depression. My mom's like, I have no money, so I'm buying a horse. She would go on to do this for the next 10 years. She loves horses. Well, on one of her off days, next thing we know, mom's airlifted. And we're like, why is mom being airlifted? I'm freaking out. I'm the kid that's going to freak out. I'm like, mom's dead. What's going on? And they're like, she got into a horse accident, and Hunter almost died too. Hunter was my little brother. He was what? If I was 14, he had to have been 5. It was Final Destination. I wasn't there, but they're telling me the story. I was with him, and she was with him, and there was a rope tied to the horse that got wrapped around my little brother's leg, and it's dragging him. It's already flung my mom. It's dragging him. There is a fence. There is a barbed wire kind of fence that it is the horse is dragging him to. It is a whole situation. Now, it wasn't like a sword in the movie where it Final Destination where they had to do a sword, but it was a whole situation where the people who were helping my mom had to untangle him as he's being drugged at the same time. My mom was in the hospital for weeks. black and blue. Didn't go to the doctor for like a month because she didn't have any money. And she would, if you could believe it, she would go on to be airlifted 8 years later when she had to sell those horses and then came to some more money and then paid her dues and got horses again. She was airlifted during the pandemic. Because she just, loves horses.
Oh my goodness.
As a fellow horse girl, I understand that.
I don't know.
We went on a
I
journey.
think that horse wants too much.
I hate when people go on journeys with games, but I just don't know the game. That's why it happened that way.
You did amazing. You just set a new standard for the game, Gabriel. Like, literally, it's the Gabriel effect now. It's in the chat. It's already coined.
Yes.
The Gabriel effect.
Okay, y'all. Which one was the lie? Not you, Gabriel. Don't tell us yet. Don't tell us yet.
Girl, I think it's 3. I'm
okay.
so honest with you.
I think it's 3.
I think it's 3.
I want to say the first one.
We're getting a lot of 3s.
3, 2, 3.
Dude, I don't know.
3.
That all of those all were so detailed. I feel like I think we're getting
the dog wasn't part of it.
I think that those were all true.
The lie is so detailed because they're lies I tested out when I was younger. So I practiced them a whole lot.
Oh my god. Okay,
that's
everyone.
Just solidifying 3 for me, dude. Because
everybody in a box. Which ones? Elena? Which one?
I'm going 2.
Alexiana?
Girl, I'm going 3.
Daddy?
Pick number 3, my lord.
It's pick number 3, my lord. Carissa?
3.
I would say 1.
Am I revealing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is 1. It is 1.
I'm the only one that said 1.
Kaya, you got it.
I told that story like so
I'm just
many
blown
times.
away that 3 was real.
Can we talk about the fact that your brother was drugged by a horse?
Drugged by a horse?
The kidnapping was real too.
The kidnapping.
I mean, that's a trip in itself.
Y'all got me so comfortable. I talked about something that really was traumatic, but it's been 16 years.
That's unhealing.
My sister, it's funny you mentioned this because my sister the other day, Nastasia, my oldest sister, I call her Bubby sometimes. She called me and we were talking and she goes, Gabriel, are you still telling people about, she's like, oh, no, she's horrified. She's like, are you still telling people about the birth certificate? I go, oh my gosh. I said, look, Gabriel, I didn't want to burst your bubble. I knew you were living life, being funny. Because I was mortified that you were telling people this. And I was like, dang, you a hater. Like, you a hater, but like.
I love it. Dang, I'm good, y'all. So that nobody picked 1. Just call it out.
I think it's because that was the one that was like the least crazy out of all of them. Like the other 2 were like so wild that not only were you kidnapped once, but your mom and your brother were drugged by horses through barbed wire fencing. Like both of those things are so wild.
And didn't go to the hospital. That was crazy for me. I was like,
that is crazy.
So we're just moving on. Okay.
You know why I said 1? Because he was so calm. The way that he was like just in it to win it for all the other ones. So a lot of people think that if you're like moving your hands a lot or you're like really emotional, that you're probably like stretching the truth a little bit. That's passion. He like that was legit. Like, and my brother got drugged and and there was a dog. That's real. That's like recollection. And then you kept looking up, and people look up when they're trying to remember something.
Oh my gosh.
So that's why I said 1.
Body language.
Yeah, I always like to infuse a little bit into a lie, though. You gotta make it stick. I mean, come on. You know, when you deal with a wayward person, sometimes you gotta play a nasty game. And like, come on.
I love you. I'm never gonna say nasty game any other way.
No, nasty game. It's like, oh, it's like that. I will say that's the one thing about, like, I love growing up in my household. Like, as a child, it was a lot, but I look back at it with fondness. It was like, my mom had a way to make it feel like you were always living a scandal. You know, even if you weren't, everything was a scandal. I was just like, just the way she would say things. She'd be like, so, I got off the phone with Trisha. And I'm like, what's going on with Trisha? Nothing, she's coming over. And I'm like, okay, but God, you just make it sound so like, Yeah, yeah, I got
She's
all the
so like glamorous.
Machiavellian ways from her. She was always excited. But the thing is, she would do it to make you laugh. Like she just wanted you to laugh. That's Gemini's do. So if she would do it, she would say the most crazy thing to get a laugh out of you. She's gonna do it.
I
Listen, I
love
do
it
be saying
so
out of
fucking
pocket
much.
things. I do say a lot of unhinged
Don't you?
out of pocket things now
Listen.
because it's just me trying to like get a rise out of people. Like I tell my husband some crazy raunchy shit sometimes, and he'll be like, "Why do you think of this shit?" I'm like, "I just want to see what breaks you. Like I just want to see what's gonna do that to you."
My husband plays that game
Honestly.
with me all the time.
I do it all the time. I drive people crazy with it. My poor partners.
I don't
Okay.
know. These ladies are always shocked when I say something wild, so I don't know.
Because Jazzy, you are just a pocket full of sunshine that's just so cute. And then you will say something so filthy. And I love it.
Girl,
I
me and
love it
her.
It will
so
be now
much.
these are not actual quotes, so I'm not gonna like
Yeah.
embarrass her, but it'll be like,
No.
oh yeah, like I was like sitting in a field of flowers and I was just enjoying the sun and then I got folded like a lawn chair, like she's just like
Be some
it's
shit like
so
that. She will
it's
literally be
so like
like,
sweet to spicy so quick.
I just made dinner. And especially, when it happens, Gabriel, I'm going to tell you, our book wrap up. That's when we get the best version of Jazzy. When we are talking about our book of the month. So if you go on the Moonlit page, anyone in the comments, we have our books posted for the whole year, right? So you can read with us, comment, whatever you would like. We want you to read with us. So Jazzy, we will talk about it in the morning, like, okay, in the beginning of the month, like, okay, we're gonna read this book. She's like, okay, I'm excited. Let's go. Like, let's read it. And then we get to the end of the month and she'll be like, honestly, I really appreciated how sweet he was. Da, 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 da. And the way he folded her, and I'm like, whoa, okay, Jazzy. Okay, I don't know why. I'm surprised because we all read the same parts and had the same reaction. But when she says it, I'm just like, sometimes I blush because I just don't expect it from her. I don't know why. I don't know why I have that standard for you, Jazzy. It's so messed up. I love you.
I think
I
it's the
don't know
voice
why.
too. Like her voice is so like sweet and innocent, and you just don't expect somebody's little
Listen,
tiny voice like that to say something so naughty.
listen, that's my girl. When we were
Do
on the
any of y'all
Moonlit
have like
Live,
problematic faves? Like lightly
What?
problematic?
Yeah.
What's a problematic fave of yours? Mine used to be Miley like 15 years ago.
Mm, that's a hard one, actually.
a problematic fave.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Um,
It's a scary question.
Well, because Miley actually came to mind for me. Like, Miley's one of my favorites. I actually don't listen to a lot of music, but Rihanna and Miley, I call them the queens. Like, those are my girls. I love them to death.
I feel like I haven't listened to like a lot of music in the past year. Like I'm like, what's going on with music?
You know what? One of my problematic phases was when I discovered Snow the product. You couldn't tell me nothing. I was a
dude,
chunkalicious babe, okay? You couldn't tell me
Ah.
nothing. I thought
girl.
I was hot shit walking, okay? I was Snow the product, the light skin version. So it was horrible. It was absolutely between that and TLC. I would say it was like my most problematic.
Okay, okay.
I
Yeah, they
would
had a
say
lot going
Demi.
on, so then I had a lot going on. It was a
Why was
lot.
TLC problematic?
So it wasn't really even their fault. They were like when they were trying to paint Left Eye as like a hot-headed problem,
Yeah, yeah.
and they were
The
they were
political
saying
one.
that, yeah, and they were saying that they were drama when they went places. No, their manager was ripping them off and they were pissed about it and they were vocal. They weren't actually problematic, but to
Yeah,
other people they
right.
were
Yeah.
problematic. They were ratchet. They were all these things. I don't think they were, personally. I think that they were victimized, and I think
I
that they
want
were
justice
three
for all these
strong
people in the
beautiful
entertainment.
women.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, but other people, there's other. If you go down the YouTube wormhole, it's crazy. Like this Left Eye's crazy. And da, da, da. No, she was cheated on and ripped off, and everyone that was supposed to be in her corner did her dirty.
Yeah.
And I don't think she was problematic, but who knows? I don't know. I wasn't there, but I was pissed, and I defended them in every space I could get in. It was so bad. You couldn't tell me nothing about TLC, okay? You was a
I
scrub if you
love
said something.
you.
Right.
But yeah, people had their thing. I mean, it was just women of color doing the damn thing, and people were mad.
Yeah. That's what it always is.
Yeah. So I was cool with it. But yeah, Miley, when people were saying she was problematic, I'm like, you try being a Disney kid and being put in a box and told you can't be
Oh,
yourself
100%.
Right.
for so long. And then if you've ever seen Heart to Heart, her when she sat
I
down with
agree.
Kevin Hart, that interview made me respect her times 1,000 because she was talking about how her dad was so horrible in a lot of spaces, and like how her mom and grandma were the
Oh.
ones driving her to auditions and fully supporting her, and her dad was like, yeah, okay, like not really supportive. And when she tried to break from the Disney mold, and how she actually like bought the name Miley, like she felt like she was Miley and ended up, what do you call it, trademarking or whatever it is, like
Yeah,
she
yeah.
owns
Pretty
it
much
now.
one.
Yeah, and so she was talking about like that journey and what led to that, and how she went and explored herself, and like God forbid she explore herself. So again, people think she was problematic, but I just think she was boxed in and wanted to
Right.
test stuff out, and I don't have a problem with that. She's
100%.
just a
That interview
girl,
was amazing.
right?
Yeah, I really was.
Yes.
It
I
was so
bawled.
enlightening. I was in awe, and I think there's a lot of, I'm just a firm believer in like, you don't have to do what society says. My aunt used to always say this thing. She's Mexican badass. I love her so much. She used to do tattoos. She drove a Jeep with a bunch of aliens on it and skulls, and I loved her. And she would always say, "Who said?" Whenever she would do something, I'd be like, "Auntie, you can't do that. Who said? Who said?" I'd be like, "Well, there's a rule. Who wrote it? Who said?" And she would always say, "It's made up." Like I would be like, "Oh, Auntie, they say you can't call it that. All words are made up. All rules are made up." That was always she
I'm
didn't
kind of liking
care.
it.
I like
kinda
that.
like it.
That's how she was. So for me, it's like when I see these problematic people, or I see like them doing crazy, I'm like, is it crazy though, or is it crazy because it's not done all the time, or it's not
Right,
normalized?
exactly.
So I don't know. I'm trying to let my look. You want to twerk? I'll be here. I support you, girl. And then the next minute you singing about Malibu, you setting house on fire. What we doing? I'm here for you. Like, are you mad? Because we mad together. Like, I got you.
I'll grab the gas can. Let's go.
Just saying. Who did it? Who did it?
She's lying TikTok. Just kidding. She's not gonna set
Sisterhood
someone's
got you.
house on
No, I'm
fire.
kidding. But no,
I do
that's
that all
me
the time,
personally. So, what would you say is your top 3 favorite movies, hands down?
Ooh. Okay,
That's
I
a
love
hard one.
Howl's Moving Castle
Yes.
by
Sorry.
Miyazaki. But yeah, the Miyazaki film. How do you not know this? Sorry. I love that film. And my sister put it on for me, my older sister, because she was like, she got into anime before me. She loves Sailor Moon, and I was like sad. And in the new house I talked about when I cried earlier, and I was like, "What's this?" She goes, "Gabriel, I got this film for you. You're gonna like it." I was like, "Why?" She's like, "There's magic in it, and it's like anime." I was like, "Okay." So I love Howl's Moving Castle. Love the story. Love the voice actors in that. Um, I love any. I haven't, besides Stranger Things, it's been a while since I've watched a Winona Ryder movie, but I used to love me the heck out of Winona Ryder. Like,
Really?
I grew up on Edward Scissorhands, and I was watching all her movies when I was a kid.
Love Edward.
And I'm taking an acting class that is based around, like, they're workshopping Girl Interrupted right now in
I
New York.
love that movie
They're
so
workshopping it right
much.
now, and therefore I'm taking an acting class that last week was kind of slightly an offshoot of like that material. Not completely, just in case anyone's are watching this, Tessa did break any rules. But I was thinking about it, I was like, oh, I love that movie, and I was thinking, you know what, Winona Ryder. If anyone asks me like favorite movies, I'll be like anyone. Edward Scissorhands, Girl Interrupted. I like The Crucible, Little Women. But then really though, I'm an action person. All of a sudden, I feel like I like thrilling things. I love the movie Salt, like with Andy,
Angelina Jolie.
like and Lee Schreiber.
Yeah.
Like it is so good. Y'all have to watch. If you haven't seen Salt, no one's doing it like Angelina Jolie, and I really don't like it when they try to put these other like action people in front of us because I'm just like, it's not the same. Like get out of my face. Like I want Angelina Jolie. And that was another one of my lies too. When I was like 6, I was like, "That's my mom."
Listen,
Because
Angelina
her big
Jolie.
3 are my mom's big 3 as well: Gemini, Aries, Cancer.
Oh
I gotta look up
wow.
my big 3 now, just out of curiosity.
I'm a triple Sag. So
Damn,
yeah, fire all the way.
that's like
I
so
couldn't
good.
tell.
Honestly, like you talk about me being in tune, but I have a theory that the people who are like triple signs are like really in tune.
Yeah. They say I don't feel like I am, but people tell me that I am. I
You're
don't know.
Sag. You give Sag.
Thank you. I think.
Yeah, they're leaders socially.
I love that. No, I love that.
I want one more favorite movie. Like what if you put it on where I automatically be like, I love this. It's probably a 90s movie. No, it's a Lord of the Rings, just whole trilogy. Probably the Fellowship of the Rings. But like that's where I got all my accent work. I'm pulling it, all my high fantasy knowledge, I'm pulling it straight from Lord of the Rings. Like I love it.
That's when
That's
I became a
amazing.
nerd.
Yeah.
Listen, that's the only
Like a
series I can't
full
get into.
I'll
blown.
try on on every scene.
I just want to be a
Y'all,
hobbit. Like I'm
y'all
the
make
height.
fun
I
of
feel
me.
like it's already my community, so I
Do you
might as well
remember when
just.
she was like, "Don't give him Frodo, no"? Like when Arwen's like trying to save him. I just love the way she talks. She was always. I look. I Everyone knows me. I do not like a whispery bitch. Like, do not whisper on the microphone. But Liv Tyler can whisper. She can whisper. She was
She
Dude,
can
like,
whisper to me.
she's a
Okay,
Liv Tyler.
my sister literally named her daughter Arwen. Like
Oh,
yeah,
Oh.
we grew up on Lord of the Rings. We loved it. We were Trekkies, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, all the things. But for me, when I say top three, I don't pick series because I feel like that's a whole other category for me.
Mhm.
So top three for me is Seven Brides for Seven Brothers, Blast from the Past, and I think I'll say Step Brothers.
I have never seen Blast in the Past. What is it about?
Oh my god, it's Brendan Fraser. It's so
Oh, it's so
Wait a
good.
good.
second. Now I'm thinking
Okay.
of the
It's
devil.
so good. Like he is locked in a his parents, his dad is this genius inventor, and his they think that this global thing happened that wiped out humanity. So they go underground into this storm cellar because he's a doomsday prepper. So they go under there and he ends up, because of the blast that happened, they get locked down there for 30 years. So when he comes out, he had never seen the sky, he'd never seen the ocean, he'd never seen anything, and he meets this girl in Cali and falls in love with her, and he's Adam, she's Eve, and the whole movie is hilarious. I mean, this man has never done anything. He's lived with his parents. He's polite. He's super smart. He's handsome. And he doesn't know a thing. And she kind of has to teach him, but she doesn't know his story. And then when he tells her, she calls like a psychiatrist on him. And it's a whole thing. But when I say it's so good, it's the girl from Clueless. What's her name?
Alicia Silverstone.
Um,
Alicia Silverstone
Mhm.
and Brendan Fraser. And it's literally one of my favorite
Oh,
movies. Yeah. If you want to have a good movie night, watch that one. Like it's good. That's one of my favorite ones.
I love the
But yeah.
holiday. I'm thinking that one too.
What is it? The
The
Holiday?
holiday.
That's my favorite
that's
yes.
Christmas
such a
movie.
Yeah,
good
like this is like
movie.
my favorite Christmas movies is three of them. Like it's always three. Like I don't know why, but I love Eloise at Christmas time. Like
Yeah.
because she was in New York City. I love a New York Christmas movie. Um, the holiday. I mean that cast is just so good. Like everyone's just
It
great.
is.
Jude Law is like
Bangers.
my favorite British accent. Like I love Jude Law's like voice. I love him. Jack Black is great in
Mhm.
that. Cameron Diaz, like she used to be a favorite of mine, and she kind of disappeared for a little bit. So I
Yeah.
love her.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I respect her journey though. I just read an article where she did a close up of her face and she was like, this is what aging looks like, and this is when you don't let Hollywood like touch your face. And she
Mm-hmm.
was talking about how everybody's like, God, Cameron Diaz didn't age well, and she's like, no, I just aged naturally.
Aged. Yeah.
There's a
Mhm.
difference. Like
yeah.
I didn't get
so
Botox.
oh yeah, she put her whole schlong on the table in that article, and I just love
Oh,
it.
good. Yeah, I love
I am
this.
here for it. I love when women do that. They're like, "Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you want to come for me? Here you go." And she did it. That article was beautiful. But yeah, I think the whole cast is good too. I love that movie. It's one of my favorite Christmas movies. I love that. I always watch it around Christmas. Okay, my absolute last question, and then we'll let y'all, if you want to ask from the chat, and Gabriel, if you want to pull any, you can. What is something that will immediately make your eyes water?
Oh,
Mine is really dumb. It's libraries. If you send me a video of a library, I will cry. I don't
Yep.
know why, but my sisters think it's hilarious. And sometimes when I go on TikTok, I have like 20 library movies, and I can't not watch it. But there's a lot of beautiful libraries around the world, and if you
Mhm.
send me one, my eyes water. I don't like. I'm not like. I'm not like that, but like I will sit there my whole. I don't know why. I don't. It's just so beautiful, and I just want to live there and stay there forever. But yeah, it's library videos make my eyes water.
So you're Belle from Beauty and the Beast.
Maybe I don't know. It just makes my
Definitely
eyes water.
Belle.
I get why she stayed. Did you see that library he gave her?
Listen, I would have been great. in that. Okay,
Yeah.
I would have stayed.
I would have stayed without the library. Let's be
I
for
would have
real.
stayed just for the
Right.
business.
I'm
I'd have stayed.
I'm
I
with
would have
you.
stayed for the beast. Let's be real.
The
Right.
first growl,
Right.
Alea would have been like, "You got me. I'm
Yep.
here. Where's the candle? Where's the rest of them? I'm
Yeah.
here."
I'd be like, listen, you don't gotta drag me back. I'll get on the back of your horse, no problem.
Yeah. I wouldn't have
You know
left
what
in
I
the
was
first
I was
place.
sobbing at the other day? A friend of mine had never seen Mulan before. And
I love Mulan.
you know what? I honestly was just so emotional. I was like crying at every scene. I was going through a lot. And I think it's at the very end, like when she comes home, she really just kind of quietly saunters into that little garden. Like she's not like, "Hey, Dad, I'm home." She's just like, "I miss my daughter." And she's like, "Hey, Dad." He's like, "Oh, shit, you're here." And she's so focused, but I like it because it's so the character. She doesn't come in with all this fanfare, like, "Guys, I'm home." That wasn't. She didn't go away to come home and tell them all about her amazing time. She went there to bring the sword of Shan Yu to her father. And she goes, "I got this for you, father." And literally, I don't know what the heck started going on in my mind. I was like, "Yeah." I think about that. I think my sisters, when I was so caught up in my own life, I really forgot about their journey growing up. And I realized, like, damn, they had a lot on their shoulders so much. And I think about the ways in which they metaphorically they brought home their own swords. And I was like, it is hit differently, like 20 years later watching it.
That's so crazy. I was just literally belting out Dark Side of the Moon the other day, like
Stop
yesterday.
it.
Yes.
My son says that. What is it? Be a man or make a
Yes,
man out of
be
you.
a man.
Yes.
My
Yes.
son says that
Swift
is
as a
like
coursing river.
River.
Exactly.
It's so good.
With
I'm
all
so
of
glad
course
kids are
the
still
great
growing up watching.
typhoon.
Oh yeah, my son. If I play that, my son will come out of wherever he is and just start singing. He's like, "That song slaps. I don't care what no one says."
It
That
does.
song
It's
is
one of the
hard.
best Disney
So
songs.
happy.
Yes.
My cousin-
Literally.
Does anyone remember this movie called The Great Panda Adventure?
Mm-mm.
It was
Great
it's
Panda
a
Adventure?
'90s movie about this like American boy and this Asian girl who meet each other because they're trying to stop these poachers who are poaching panda bears.
Yes.
And they fall into water with their leeches. I would wake up every day when I was 4 years old because the girls were in school, and my mom would put on either Mulan, Aladdin, or The Great Panda Adventure, and give me a bowl of oranges, and I would just eat them, and she'd be like, she'd keep selling the oranges until I fell asleep.
I love that so
That is
much.
so cool.
Oh my gosh. Well, okay, y'all. I'm gonna give y'all some time. While you get your questions together, because I forget that it takes them a minute to type it out. Gabriel, do you collect anything?
I don't collect anything. I do
And what
actually. I still do collect Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
you
I don't
do
collect.
not.
So cool.
I do. Yeah, oh yeah. I still
Your
collect.
collection's beautiful, isn't it?
Honestly, it is. It is. It is. And I can play. I can play. But I also collect jewelry. I have this amazing new jewelry display from IKEA that I got for Christmas, and I cannot wait. I love jewelry, bigger jewelry, chunky, tacky jewelry. I like it, and so I collect it.
Oh my god, I love
That's
it.
awesome.
All right, next time you gotta wear one. Y'all in the chat, if you want to ask Gabriel a question, Gabriel, if you feel
I have
comfortable, you
this
can pull
open.
one. Shut up!
Oh, that looks so good.
I love
I
it.
love
We
it.
love it.
Like it's very autumny. My mom got it for me.
No, I love it though. My sister buys all my jewelry. Favorite anime? I think you said it was Naruto, right?
Naruto.
Yep.
He said it right.
But a deep cut. I love Outlaw Star.
Got it. Okay.
Mhm.
I love this.
I love that you're into Yu-Gi-Oh. I grew up collecting those too.
So Aaron
My kids
asked
still play.
Gabriel if you're excited for getting to voice Zayden's villain arc in the next book.
Yes, I am. I am. At first, I was daunted vocally because I was like, "Damn, I gotta go darker than that." But I feel like where I vocally landed with that narration at the end of Onyx, I'm like, I'm in it. I'm ready. I'm really excited for. Again, I don't know. Full disclosure, I do not know her. I don't have any inside scoop. I hope though. I'm like the Zayden I've been building. I just don't buy that he would just be taken by the Zenin force completely. I feel like he's going to be like I just don't feel like we have the. If there's a story, point me out to it. But I would love the story of a Zayden who's like going through the Zenin experience as a spy, completely different than the other people. He's like, I know y'all got taken over and y'all were crazy, but it's different over here. I have a woman to get back to. So I want him to start like. we need to see inside the layers of like the Zayden of the Venin world. Like I need to see the Vecna of it all, the dreamscape of it all. I need to see like what's going on, and I feel like Zayden. I hope we get a POV that I need to see like what he's seeing. And I also feel like I'm excited for that marriage proposal. Like that blows my mind. Kai had to tell me because she got there first. She was Gabriel. Did you what? And I said, "What do you mean? What's going on?" I said, "Did you replace me with Dane?" Because I thought Dane was going to come back and snatch. I was so scared. I was about to throw the book. It was bad. It was bad. I never had an experience like that before, ever over a character I played, where I had to skip to the end eventually because I said, "I don't know this woman with Miss Rebecca Yarros. I don't know what she's doing. But why is Dane back in the picture? Why is he flirting with me? I'm upset."
He said, "This Rebecca Yarros."
Not me flirting with her.
Han, you're muted.
Thank you. I didn't even know there was a villain arc anything coming. So now I'm excited.
Oh, because you haven't read Onyx.
Ooh.
Have you?
No,
Yeah, I
but I'm
haven't read it
excited
either.
now.
I haven't read it either. I gotta read it.
Well, there's a
See?
lot in that book, and I'll be super honest with you, Gabriel. I only read the book when it came out. I'm not ready to hear you vocalize that one scene where she like, I don't want to spoil it, but that one scene when they're in the middle of the battle. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
I think you can tell what I'm talking about, but I am not mentally or emotionally ready to hear you portray that I'm like, I'm just gonna wait until book 4 and then I'll just listen to Onyx when it comes out, and then I'll be ready for book 4.
I'm gonna have to deep dive into this world.
Yeah,
I think.
for sure.
You need to like.
I've never read it either.
We can do it together.
Yes.
Buddy read.
I'm so sorry. I don't have the amount of
Please,
gas.
because I know that I'm obviously like I've got other sisters that have been through it and I can talk to, but there's something different like reading it live with somebody and like reacting in real time. So for sure, Carissa,
It just got
I'm
so
down.
hyped where I kind of wanted it to cool down a little bit before I jumped into it.
Okay, that's exactly what I did though, because people were hyping up Fourth Wing.
Yeah.
I did that with Fourth Wing. Because they were like, oh, Fourth Wing this, Fourth Wing. I was like, nah, I'm going to give it a little bit. And
I'm gonna wait.
I pulled it and I was like, no, bro, like, what is this? What crack is in this book right now? Like, just on my Kindle, sat there for a day.
I love Alexiana's reactions because the first message you'll get is bitch. And then like 20 periods after. And I'm like, oh, I buckle up. I'm ready for whatever she is going to say.
Dude, that last book that her and I read kind of together,
Yes.
quasi together, she was crashing out.
Dude, I
know.
really
I was
Full
crashing
on crash
out.
outs.
I love that she was like, I was crashing out about a book in our group chat, and she was like, I was like, can we talk about it? She was like, girl, speak your mind, sis. And I was like, she was here for my crash out.
Listen, I'm just gonna dote on the sisterhood really quick, guys, because I was telling my best friend, Anali, I was telling her, I was like, besides me and you here, because I'm not from here, the town that I live in now, I'm from a different city. And I was like telling her, I was like, between me and you, like, we love books, so we can fangirl over this. I didn't grow up with people who were like, oh yeah, you love Harry Potter, and like, dude, people judged me for loving books so much and escaping to those worlds. So the fact that I've found a home in this sisterhood where I can totally crash out and just like give you the most unhinged reactions and freak out on y'all, and y'all are like, yes bitch, we love it, like go pop off. Like, I love that it's so unapologetically real, and like I love it. I literally was telling her, I was like, dude, I love the sisterhood so much. Like, it's changed my happiness, it's changed the way I like function. Like, I look forward to being like, let me tell you what happened in this book. Like, I love the sisterhood. I'm so thankful that I was accepted, because
Stop.
don't say that.
No, I feel like
I love
I just
that.
feel like that was like something that like I needed to hear today.
Yeah.
So
No, I
did.
love y'all. Kaya, you being a Slytherin tracks girl, just saying.
I want to say I was Ravenclaw. I was Ravenclaw my whole life, and then you're supposed to take it every 5 years, the official test on the official Harry Potter website. And 2 years ago, I went through some stuff, and I retook it 2 years ago, and I'm Slytherin. So I'm keeping it.
Well, like I said, sometimes you gotta be nasty. Sometimes you gotta be a little nasty.
Look, you tell him, Gabriel.
Wait, what's your
Tell
house?
him.
Gabriel, what's your
Nasty
house?
game.
Gabriel, what is your house?
Okay, I actually haven't taken the Pottermore test. Oh, I haven't. I know. I'm gonna take it. I'm going to take it today. I know. I'm going to.
I need to take it too.
I'm afraid.
Me too.
I was
I've
afraid
only-
to tell me I was
I've-
Slytherin for the longest time, but now I'm like, now I've accepted it because like Snape kind of was badass. Because I feel like I always was sneaky. Like, but I never schemed on other people though. It was always like scheming to like, let me get like some cookies or let me get some stuff, and it was never like it was always an elaborate like thing. I feel like that's Slytherin. But if it's not Slytherin, it better be Gryffindor. Like, I better be a hero. I don't want to be Hufflepuff. I'm not gonna lie. I know that. Like,
Don't be talking no smack on the Hufflepuff people now.
oh no!
Listen, I've
Listen.
only seen the first movie, so I'm not gonna try to like pretend like I'm this big Harry Potter fan. Kaya got me started on it. I watched the first one. I took the test. I am a proud Ravenclaw. Okay. I said I'm going to Amazon. I'm getting all the things. I want
Jazzy, me and you.
some pillows and scarves and notebooks and. I'm a rep
minority
my
in
house.
here.
Gabriel, when I tell you she watched the first movie, took the test, and this girl was on every website is shopping for Ravenclaw stuff. Okay? You hear me? Instantly she was on it.
I was like, that's my house. I'm gonna rep that house.
Literally.
Gabriel, when you take the test, we got to message each other because I don't know what house
we
I'm
need
in.
to know what you are.
Yeah,
we need to
we
know.
I'll take the test today. I'll take it.
Okay. And now we always wrap up with, do you have any questions for us? Is there anything that you want to know? And don't feel pressure to have any. We just always give that space just in case.
Yeah, I'd like. How long has this started? This podcast?
6 months, Alea, right? We're pretty new.
Ooh, 6
Yeah.
months?
I want to say 7, maybe.
Dude,
Well, I
totally
mean,
feel like it's been longer.
What's your goals? Like when you see podcasts, the sky's the limit. So where do you want to see in terms of your reach and what do you want?
So
You can
for
talk about
us, our goal is honestly just to have a community of diverse women across the US that we ground ourselves in books, but we're there for each other. You know, like we're deeper than books. We care about each other. Community. Like if I had to sum it up in one word, community is our goal. Like we want community is just not a thing anymore, and it needs to.
No,
be.
and I'm
So,
looking forward to it.
yeah, that's our number one goal. That will always be the goal for us. Now, the podcast side of it, we haven't even labeled this. Like we just we sat down and we were like, who are people that we want to connect with and get to know better? Who are people that touched our lives in some way? Because like Gabriel, when I was listening to you, it was a month before my husband was coming home. And I was like, I want a fantasy world that will consume me because I'm terrified of sharing a house with someone I haven't shared in 7 months. Everybody thinks that it's this beautiful homecoming and it's so great.
It's not.
It's fucking hard. Like Jazzy was a military spouse too. Like you haven't been touched in 7 months. You haven't shared a bed in 7 months. You haven't had your partner in almost a year. Like it's very hard. I was happy but scared. I was feeling all these things, and it was you and Kaya that got me through it. And you don't even know me, but you did, because I was able to just unplug, unwind, pour myself a glass of wine, get some popcorn, and sit in the dark in the headphones. And I lit my candles. When I say in the dark, I do have candles, but I have intentional. I have
not a complete.
Yeah,
just a vampire.
Dark.
Yeah, I do have intentional candles. Like one's for it's a like sandalwood and all these different frankincense, like all the stress relief candles and stuff. So I have those around, and I just jump into a book, and that's because you were part of that journey. I was like, I want to talk to you. Like I want to get to know the guy that helped me through this. And that's, and a lot of people, I've heard people say like, you know, Fourth Wing got him through chemo, and Fourth Wing got him through some really hard times. So I think you being a part of that journey and us sitting down and wanting to get to know you, we haven't labeled it anything, and maybe we will in the future, but it's really just 2 Fridays a month. We talk to people that impacted us. And that's, again, it's just community for us. Like I'm almost scared to label it something because I don't want to take that community part out.
Yeah. Well, I just want to say I'm major thank you for having me on. I've been pleasantly surprised every time I get on for an interview. an interview, truthfully, it's not something I prepare for. It's not like the way I prepare for a character. But that's great because it means that when I show up, I get to surrender. And sometimes it takes me a while before I can just kind of surrender to the moment. But this was one that was. I was nervous at first. I saw all these lovely ladies on the screen. I said, "Oh, damn, I'm nervous." I'm not gonna lie. Usually it's a little girl, and she's just like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Yeah, let's talk," But I said, "Oh, damn, they're here today." I said, "Okay."
Well, you got a few of us up here. The rest of the sisters are man in the chat. But like I said, we're in 11 states so far. We're growing. The goal is to be in every state. And for example, last night we had one sister that bought tickets to a book event months ago, and she was going to go alone. But Mafe, another sister in the chat, lived near the book event and was able to meet her there, and they were able to hang out all night. And that's what we want. You don't have to be alone. And whatever you're doing, we're here. And that's in every aspect. So just know the sisterhood supports you, and we're here for you.
I'm gonna send this whole all you guys' socials stick to my sister as well, so she can follow you, my oldest sister Nastasia, because she loves podcasts like this. She has her own little tiny one as well that's growing. And I just know she would just love this energy. We're like very similar, so I'll talk about my family a lot. And
we love that.
I can't wait to hear it. This was really good.
Thank you.
Yeah, I
Thank
really
you for sharing
appreciate
this
spending time with us and bearing your soul and showing us you. I really appreciate it.
I want to say to the people in the chat too, like, thank you. I'm just now being able to look at the comments and whoa, and I thank y'all, and thank you for anyone who has like tried to reach out to me. I do a really good job of trying to get back to every single person. I really do, but eventually it's gonna reach that point where I may miss you, but I hope you feel like you got a lot of me on here tonight, and that if I do end up responding to you, it'll be worth your while. I feel bad sometimes. I never want people to feel like I'm not talking to them, but it is getting to the point where I can't probably respond to everything immediately. I mean, I really was for a while, like for years, and then I'm like, 2026. I'm going to try to take some me time, but I'm also wanting to kind of like just be present. And this is so great. Y'all are essentially like bringing me into the new year. I hadn't done anything really big to commemorate that. It was a lonely kind of holiday, and this makes me feel not alone. And just like ready to kind of like be present and be here for the fans.
So we're ending on tears. Got it. We're ending with leaking faces. We started with leaking faces, and we're ending with leaking faces. It's okay. I'll be fine.
We love you, Gabriel.
Thank you. I love you too.
We love you so much. Thank you.
Really do.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Send little audio messages. I love an audio message in the DMs.
Okay.
Not on TikTok. Not on TikTok though. I'm an Instagram person. Please don't send me a message and no TikTok.
We'll message you from the sisterhood page, and I'll send you all of our socials.
Thank you. I love y'all.
Okay.
Truly.
We love you.
Thank you so much, Gabriel. Have a good night.
Bye.
Have a good night.